Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Appreciate everybody listening. Check here. Check. Got me, John? Sounds good. Boom. All right, check 1 2. Check 1 2. Coming in from Firth, Idaho. Check. Probably should turn this up. I don't know why I'm down that much. That's weird. That's better. It should be a lot louder now. For some reason, my mic was turned down on the audio board. Not on the board, but on the computer. Check. It is 6:06 where I am talking. Huh. I see the audio going on mine. Let's go to this one. Switch the screen. All right, I just switched the screen to like a video feed as well. And see, that way maybe you can check, because now I'm talking right when it switches on. Yeah, I can hear myself a lot more now. I heard myself in that. It's about 25 seconds. Okay, we can work with that. Sweet. So do you want me to just go live right at 6:15? Sweet. I'll go live right at 6:15, and you can call me if you need anything else.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services, we are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, it's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, stop in downtown Preston where you will be treated like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC and Preston High School, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written permission of Old West Media is strictly prohibited.
A new season brings new goals, new aspirations, and a 0-0 record for the West Side Pirates, and it all starts right here in Firth, Idaho, where they will try to get their first victory in a quest to go back-to-back and try and get to the state championship in Pocatello once again. Jace Andrews here with you. Appreciate you listening on KACH or watching on mylocalradio.com or on My Local Radio West Side, the YouTube channel. Wherever you are listening, wherever you are watching, we do certainly appreciate it. And it's the first game of the season for the West Side Pirates facing the Firth Cougars. They are on the road, and it's going to be a tough challenge against a Firth team that, well, they have already received a victorious cry once before, winning 45-0 in the previous week. So 1-0 as they stand. West Side tries to become 1-0 tonight, but they have a tough task ahead. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the latest going into this game. We'll have an interview with Coach Tyson Moser, and we're going to talk everything that you need to know to preview this season leading up to Game 1 of the 2024 West Side, Idaho football schedule. We'll be right back here. You're listening on KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Welcome back here to Firth, Idaho. Jace Andrews joining you for this Ultimate Power Sports scene set as we bring you the latest between the West Side Pirates and the Firth Cougars. And, well, today it's time for West Side to start their trek to that back-to-back. And, well, Tyson Mosier talked about an interview that we'll go to in just a little bit here in the pregame show. But it's important to get off on the right foot. And Firth is a team that they are very, very, very familiar with. They've played them a lot over the past 2 decades, this time going to Firth, about an hour and 40 minutes from Dayton, where West Side High School sits. And it's going to be a tough time considering their opponent. Well, they've already played one game this year. 45-0 was the final score, as it was a very good game from a couple of Firth Cougars, including Daryl Vasquez, their quarterback. Ended up having a 99-yard touchdown throw last week, so got to be able to contain him and the rest of the Cougars throughout this time. Chase Shook, their wide receiver, and Ashton Allen will be the 2 top targets that he'll look to. But on West Side, it's going to be a couple of names that you know that maybe you're going to step into a bigger role. And the biggest name out there is Crew Sage. Now, you probably remember him from last year, getting those 2 interceptions in the state title game. But this time, well, he's going to be the lead running back as well, and I'm excited to see what he can do. He was the fullback last year. He's going to step into a more prevalent role on the offensive side. And including that, you're going to have a new quarterback in what we believe to be Trey Stone. Obviously, we'll see him for the first time. He's had some quarterback reps throughout the seasons prior, but now he'll come in here and play. And funny about him, he actually didn't grow up in the West Side system. He was actually over in Preston for a while and then transferred over to West Side recently. So we're excited to see what he has, as he is the starting quarterback for the 2024 season. And obviously, the goal is always to get to the state title and effectively win it. But we'll talk to Coach Mosier about kind of the hunt and wanting to, be in the winning percentile every single year, which he has done for pretty much every time he's been here. And that's going to be a big thing tonight to start off your season, is to get that victory on the first game and make that winning percentage rise right away. So we're going to come back. We'll take a quick break. This has been the Ultimate Power Sports scene set. Make sure you check them out for all your power sports needs. We appreciate them sponsoring one of our amazing sponsors. We'll take a quick break as you're watching West Side football here on mylocalradio.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
105.5 FM, KACH.
Hi, we're Braden and Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency.
We're Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jan Stone with Northern Title of Preston, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Bill Chambers from North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Larson. I'm with HK Auto, and we are Dayton Proud and Idaho Strong.
We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
We're about 35 minutes away from getting set for the first game of the Westside Pirates season, and it's time for our district roundup segment here on the pregame show. And, well, not much to talk about, but just want to give a preview of this district going forward. As you see that number change from 2A to 3A, don't be discouraged. It's just a move up of all districts or in all levels, as they added that 6th district, so that's why there is going to be 6A now, though there's 3A right there, and you can see the Idaho district standings stays the same. You got Declo, Aberdeen, Malad, Wendell, Westside, and Soda Springs. They will travel and play all of those teams this season. 2 of those teams already on the board in some facet. Declo 1-0 with a victory last week. Soda Springs 0-1. Westside, Wendell, Malad, and Aberdeen all yet to play their first game, all playing this evening, and we're excited to see all of them, and hopefully Westside can go take them out. Now, if you look at the Max Preps rankings, it's probably a situation you don't exactly see Westside too much in. They're ranked number 12th in Max Preps 3A Idaho State rankings, and a big reason behind that, you see at the top, there's already 2 1-0 teams up there. And Westside obviously yet to play. And again, there's still some questions with this team in some facets just because you lose Parker Mosier, who was relatively the main offensive back last year for the Westside Pirates. But that doesn't mean this team is not respected on the national and state level in a lot of different aspects. Now, going forward, though, they want to try and put out a statement here in this first game. And Tyson Mosier talked about how important his son was last year, but he also expects this team to not miss a beat and be at the top of this conference standing throughout the entire season. And once again, it starts tonight. I keep saying it starts tonight because you really want to get off on a perfect foot and a good foot at that. And so we have to see pretty much a lot of different things tonight. We're going to see how Cruz Sage is going to perform, taking on a bigger role on the offense. Trey Stone, how is he going to perform, taking the majority of the snaps at quarterback? Obviously, he's going to have a pretty good offensive line in front of him. You can return 3 guys who had all-state honors, and that's a big thing, especially when you have a new quarterback coming into the system. Not that he is not familiar with the system, but given he was raised in the Preston system, coming in here, want to get him protection. He is a bit more mobile than some of the quarterbacks that Westside has had in the previous couple years, and Coach Mosier kind of talked about how that could be used to their advantage, and we're excited to see kind of what he is used in the mobile aspect this season, how much he is used, if at all, and whether or not that can affect the Westside way that they have kind of grown and known for the past however many years, 16 plus now, with Tyson Mosier at the helm of these Pirates. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to talk with head coach Tyson Mosier, as coming up on the Elisa Benson, North Realty Idaho, and North Realty Utah Coaches Show, we get to talk to the helm of the Pirates and discuss what to expect this season. That's all coming up right here on the pregame show. We'll be right back. You're watching an S&T Electric presentation of Westside football here on KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back here to the Elisa Benson, North Realty Idaho, and North Realty Utah Coaches Show. Jace Andrews here alongside head coach of the West Side Pirates, Tyson Mosier. And Coach, obviously you're coming off a 9-2 year and a state championship year at that, and there's a lot to go into the mindset of this, but as you prepare for week one, knowing that you are coming off that state championship, what's kind of the preparation like?
Oh, it doesn't really change whether we'd have finished on a championship or not. It's a new year, new faces, new players. So we start all fresh and start new, and we'll prepare for Firth just like we have the last. I think we've been playing them week one. I think this will be like the 17th or 18th year. So we'll prepare for them just like we did the other 17, 18 years.
Now you got 10 returning starters on the team, 5 on each side, and the big replacement is obviously going to be your son Parker, but you have Cruz Sage, who also had 2 interceptions, and will be a big piece on the defensive side, 2 interceptions in the state game. What's kind of the expectation with him?
Yeah, Cruz should step in and take that role. He played fullback last year, and Parker was our tailback, and Crew will slide over now and play that tailback position this year for us, and he'll step in and he'll fill those shoes. And he as long as we can keep him healthy, he's gonna have a great year for us.
The good news with that is you got 3 guys up front that all played a good amount. In fact, pretty much started every game. And Rafe Graves, Dallas Nelson, and Ivan Campbell, and especially with a new quarterback and Trey Stone, that's probably a good thing to have to kind of keep that up front very solid.
Yeah, we got a lot of experience up there. Those guys had a great year last year for us, and they'll be solid up front again. We don't have a lot of depth. If we can just make sure if we can stay healthy, we should be fine. But yeah, the offensive line should hopefully be our strength for sure.
Now you kind of talked about obviously state championship is nice on that, but I've kind of read up and you said you've talked about being on a hunt more or less for a state championship than actually having that goal. And obviously 7 straight semifinals, 4 out of the past 5 years, you've gotten the state championship. Instead of kind of looking at this year as, okay, we want to win the state championship, looking at it as we want to be in the hunt, how does that mindset kind of help knowing that you're going to be back, trying to go for back-to-back, which is something that you've been able to achieve before?
Well, we never have set that as our primary goal. I just feel like, winning a state championship, if that's your team goal, you're most likely you're going to end your season without, not achieving your goal because they're so hard to win. But so our goal is always just to, first we think we should win a district championship and I think that's realistic. We want to be win the district, and our second goal is always to get into November, play football in November. And then if those goals lead to us being in the championship game or winning a championship, then that's where we want to be. But, if we don't win a state championship, if we just play a team that's flat out better than us, we still want to feel good about our season and where, what we did. So, that's not the primary goal, but hopefully things line up and we stay healthy and we do those little goals, and hopefully those little goals lead to that one. But, that's not going to define our season.
Going into this week, obviously you've faced a team that you have, been pretty familiar with. You played them a lot the past 2 decades, as you mentioned, including last year. You got a 48-6 victory at home. It's somebody you're very familiar with. How does that kind of go into the scouting report and playing them this time around?
We've played them so much that they know what we're going to do. We know what they're going to do. It's you get some new faces, so you get some new weapons every year. I mean, that's they're going to have some new kids playing varsity this year that weren't last year, and they had a lot of juniors last year, and those juniors are going to be seniors, and they're going to make some improvement. So, you don't quite know what you're going to see weapon-wise, but as far as the offense, the defense, we're pretty familiar. They know and we know, and it's just going to come down to execution. And first games, it seems like always come down to who doesn't turn the ball over and who doesn't get penalties. So that's what we'll focus on this week.
You kind of mentioned it, Nat, but finally, with this game being the first of the year, you're on the road, you got some new people. How do you get off on the right foot, especially coming off 5 straight wins last year, and make this game as the first one of the year a success?
Well, you want to win for sure. That's what I tell the kids. Is it's like you've done all this work in the off season. It's you've been putting in all this time in the weight room and everything that you've done in the summer, and you've had 3 long weeks of practice, and it's just really deflating when you do all of that and you start the season out 0-1. So it's definitely the first win is always one that you really want to get, just because you've put so much work in, and you want to get that first win behind you.
I really appreciate it, Coach. This has been the Elisa Benson, North Realty of Idaho and North Realty of Utah Coaches Show. We'll be right back here on KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wills, we're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you are looking for
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wills, we're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is Brittany and Braden Smith, your local Farm Bureau agents, celebrating another wonderful year here in Franklin County as your trusted insurance advisors. Whether it's home, auto, life, commercial, or farm insurance, we are here for you. Give us a call at 208-852-2364 or just stop by our office at 33 South 1st East in Preston to see how we can make insurance simple for you.
Make the best deal you can when it's time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate. It's important to have Elisa Benson on your team. She's helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah. Elisa Benson, your proactive, trusted advisor.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. I'm Jace Andrews, yes, in the flesh. Appreciate you joining us here, and we have a new segment coming up starting next week. It's the Standout Student, brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. We're excited to get to interview the president and vice president at Westside High School, and that's the whole point of this segment. We want to make sure that we're giving credit to everybody at Westside High School, not just the athletes, although there are a lot of those. I want to make sure everybody knows that Westside, they got a lot of amazing things going on, so we're going to bring that to you all season long, as that is brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. Appreciate you joining us. We'll be right back here in just a moment. Welcome back here to the pregame show. I'm Jace Andrews, yes, in the flesh. Appreciate you joining us here, and we have a new segment coming up starting next week. It's the Standout Student, brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. We're excited to get to interview the president and vice president at Westside High School, and that's the whole point of this segment. We want to make sure that we're giving credit to everybody at Westside High School, not just the athletes, although there are a lot of those. I want to make sure everybody knows that Westside, they got a lot of amazing things going on, so we're going to bring that to you all season long, as that is brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. Appreciate you joining us. We'll be right back here in just a moment.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Welcome back to a Northern Title presentation of Westside Athletics, and it's time for our Keys to the Game segment here on the Westside Athletics pregame show. And you see the first key on your screen right there. Settle into your first game. There's a lot of things that go into preparing for tonight, and it's been a whole off season of getting ready for tonight, getting ready for your first game back out on the field, trying to defend your state championship. And well, it's going to take a second, and that's going to be expected. Now, obviously, we know Tyson Mosier. We know this squad. They want to go out here and they want to perform perfect on the first game. But that takes a little bit of time, and obviously there's going to be some first game jitters, especially with a new quarterback out there in Trey Stone, and a lot of faces that are going to see some more prevalent action. Not necessarily people who are going to be here for the first time, but people are going to see more prevalent action. So excited to see a lot of them. But for a lot of ways, it's just got to come in here and be really attentive to everything going forward. So we're going to be looking at that to settle into your first game. The second key we are going to look at here is going to be, if I can get it up there, use your leaders up front, and that's going to be a big thing. You talked about Dallas Nelson and a couple of other guys up front who have been really key to this team continuing and being an amazing part of this West Side team. And so you go out there, you really need them to go and really protect everybody. And you got a new quarterback. You have a new guy in Crusade who's going to be the top running back and top tailback, and you want to make sure you really achieve the holes for him. And it's a big thing with West Side system to have those front leaders be very aggressive, very fast, and very goal and task oriented, which they have done through and through. And then you see there on number 3, that's the third key of the game. X marks the spot for each pirate. Yes, 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 I know. I like the puns, but I'm going to put them out there. And what I mean by that, though, as you look at it, everybody has a specific spot to be, especially in this West Side system. You got to hit your spots. You got to be in the right place. You got to be in the right situation every single place you end up at. And so throughout this game, you want to make sure that you're not going to be in the wrong area. You want to keep on your man on defense. You want to make sure that you're hitting the right hole if you're the running back on offense. You want to be in the right place for every single system going forward. And that's going to be really important to winning this football game. And not just winning, but going out there and putting together a successful performance. I talked to Coach Moser, as I mentioned, and more or less with the first game, you obviously want to win, but the bigger thing is having a successful game in your eyes. Now, whether that be putting out the perfect game plan, being able to execute that game plan, having the right plays called, using the right plays, there's a lot of things that can go into a successful game, and it doesn't just mean going out there and winning 45-0. It means going out there and being in the right spot. It means using all your senior leaders and junior leaders at this point and being able to just go in here and realize that, hey, you've been waiting all off season to play this first game. Now you finally get to do it. Well, here's your shot. Go out there and perform. There is your keys to the game. Appreciate everybody and all our sponsors, S&T Electric, Northern Title, West Motor Company, Franklin County Medical Center, and Stokes Market. We're going to take a quick break. We're about 14 minutes away from kickoff. We'll have the starting lineups and impact players when we come back. But for now, we'll take a quick break as you're watching a West Motor Company presentation of West Side Athletics here on KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. I'm Jace.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wills. We're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is Brittany and Braden Smith, your local Farm Bureau agents, celebrating another wonderful year here in Franklin County as your trusted insurance advisors. Whether it's home, auto, life, commercial, or farm insurance, we are here for you. Give us a call at 208-852-2364 or just stop by our office at 33 South First East in Preston to see how we can make insurance simple for you.
Make the best deal you can when it's time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate. It's important to have Elisa Benson on your team. She's helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah. Elisa Benson, your proactive, trusted advisor.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Welcome back here to the start of the 2024 West Side football season. Jace Andrews here on KACH, or if you're watching on mylocalradio.com or My Local Radio West Side on YouTube, we appreciate it wherever you are watching from. And it's time for our Webb Funeral Home starting lineups and impact players. We'll start first with the visiting side and some impact players to watch out for on Firth's side. We'll start first with the QB, Daryl Vasquez, who had a pretty impressive season yesterday, or not season, pretty impressive game last week. 99-yard touchdown on what was a 45-0 win for the Firth Cougars, and they put on a pretty good show. West Side, obviously, the state champions from last year, want to come in here and prove that they are still worthy of that title. Well, it's going to be a tough ride against the Firth offense, who has already been an explosive time. Now, in terms of wide receivers, a couple of names to look out for: Chase Shook and Ashton Allen, both of which could be very big key slots here for Firth, and that defensive West Side will have to watch out for them. And the running back, it's Fisher Arnold, Slade Barber, and Bo Ringel. You got two seniors and a junior you're going to have to look out for, and make sure that you're able to kind of contain them in the running game. On the West Side's side, there's a couple of names that you're probably used to, and one new name that will be at the helm in the quarterback, Trace Stone. He's going to be the one that will have the snaps with him and be on the basically controller of the game throughout this entire series. And then the big name to watch out for in the running game, it's Crew Sage. Now, we mentioned with the pregame show earlier and talking to head coach Mosier, he was the fullback last year, so he has definitely earned this spot now as the lead tailback, but there is a lot of different things to kind of go into that title, and obviously it takes on more of a big workload. And now, what extent is that workload? We'll have to kind of find out, and from there, how does he kind of go with that? Obviously, 2 interceptions in a state championship game. This guy's seen some big moments, but now he's going to be given the rock a lot tonight. How does he come out and make that his lead and main role? Behind him, though, you do have a couple of guys that you could see in the formation. Obviously, the three-man backfield is going to be a big thing here. You've got Judge Selly and Drake Sage. Now, Drake Sage, the brother of Crew, those will be your three-man backfield back there for Westside. And obviously, Trey Stone, he's more of a mobile quarterback, which is something that we have not seen at Westside for a little bit. And that's something that maybe we see a little bit more. And maybe a running quarterback could help with this option game and potentially be a little bit easier for Westside to kind of trick and formulate an offense that could really kind of give Firth some headaches tonight. So we'll have to kind of see how that goes. But that is your Webb Funeral Home starting lineups / impact players. We'll run through a couple of names that maybe watch out from the receiving end. Luke Hodges, Corey Telford, Avery Munford, all out there receiving in the pregame, so could see them in some very good aspects going forward. But for right now, those are the names to watch. We're going to take one more quick break. When we come back, it's kickoff time for Westside facing Firth. It's the first game of the season for Westside. It's the second for Firth. A 1-0 Cougars team tries to take down the state champions Westside, tries to start their potential back-to-back championship season with a win. We're right back here. You're watching a Franklin County Medical Center presentation of Westside Athletics on KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
We are just minutes away here from getting the 2024 season kicked off for the Westside Pirates. Appreciate you joining us. Jace Andrews giving you the call tonight, whether you're listening on KACH, watching on mylocalradio.com, or on My Local Radio Westside's YouTube channel. We appreciate it as always. Now, just about 2 minutes away from the scheduled kickoff time. Looking at the field right now, probably won't be right at 7. We'll probably get that maybe around 7:05 kickoff, a little ESPN 5-minute buffer start time here in Firth, Idaho. But excited to get it going. Obviously watching Westside here on the left side of the screen. You can kind of see their uniforms just a bit of a tad. Had to kind of move the camera last second there. So if you're watching, apologize for that. But make sure we'll get the best view we can possibly give you for this evening's game. As you can see, Firth running to the sideline. They'll be on the near sideline, and Westside on the far sideline. 81 degrees here and a sunny day for Firth, Idaho, as the lights are on. So we got the Friday Night Lights game going already here. We'll get down to the mid-60s, possibly even the lower 60s by the end of this one. So hope you brought a long sleeve shirt for the later half of this game, but otherwise it's going to be a pretty nice day for some football. And obviously early here in Idaho, you're going to get some amazing weather. Later on in the season, we'll see how it goes with the cold coming in and going through. But excited to get that going. West Side in their white uniforms with the maroon numbers. They have a maroon stripe on their shoulder, and then the maroon helmets with the West Side, the maroon helmets, and then the gray, dark gray pants, more of like a metallic gray, going down with a orange or rather maroon lining down the right and left leg. Now the Firth Cougars wearing the home blues with the blue helmets and the white pants as they will be ready to go here. Their captains already set on the center field, ready, set to go. As we'll get you those captains here real quick, as looking like it's going to be Cutter Arborn, the quarterback, Daryl Vasquez, along with Garrett Nelson I can see in there, and Chase Shook, one of the wide receivers we mentioned, along with Ashton Allen, the tight end, who will probably be a pretty good guy to watch for on West Side's defensive side. West Side rounding out their pregame warm-ups over on the left side of the field as we're about ready to go with Firth being the home team. So West Side will call the toss once we get to there. 7 o'clock right now, so again, mentioned that 7:05 kick probably going to come into play. The ESPN buffer, what can we say? I guess we're just that important at West Side, so we get that 5-minute buffer. But I appreciate you joining us. Obviously, if you're listening and you don't listen to some basketball games and you're thinking, who in the world is this new voice? Well, I'm Jace Andrews. I'm the new voice here on the West Side Pirates. I'll be calling every game here at KACH, whether it's volleyball, football, basketball, softball. We got you covered, so make sure you are watching all season long. Do want to give a quick shout out to my predecessor, Cody. He did an amazing job covering West Side athletics, and I hope to do just as good a job, and hopefully I can honor his work that he has built this program in terms of broadcasting, and hopefully we can continue to have that as much. So we're looking ready to get going here. I'm going to send you out to the public address announcer as we get ready for tonight's game.
Jeremy Johnson. Big round of applause for all of our service members.
Captains out on the field for West Side. They've got 4 of them: Trey Stone, Crew Stage, Garrett Taylor, and then Dallas Nelson all out there for the coin toss for West Side as they are getting that going. West Side, being the visiting team, will call the toss. The toss has been flipped. West Side looks to have won the toss. They look like they deferred. West Side deferred the toss, and of course, Firth will receive. Yeah, West Side won the toss. They elected to receive, actually. There you go. Okay, so West Side will have the ball to start us off here in quarter number 1 as we're about ready to go. Have the national anthem coming up here in just a moment. Once again, those captains out on the field for West Side: Trey Stone, Crew Sage, Garrett Taylor, and Dallas Nelson. Want to give a quick shout out to our amazing sponsors: S&T Electric, Northern Title, West Motor Company, Franklin County Medical Center, and Stokes Market. We're going to once again go out to the public address announce here momentarily as we'll have the national anthem, I believe. So as they get ready for the national anthem, appreciate all of our amazing sponsors.
And a big welcome to tonight's home football game.
And we are going to send it out to the PA addresser. PA.
Pirates and the home team, the Firth Cougars. Will you all please rise and face to the north in honor of our nation? as Firth's own, our junior, George Anjali, performs the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets recollect the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And with the nation song sung, we are ready to go here in Firth, Idaho, as everybody's going to get set. And we're going to go for the starting lineups. Looks like they'll talk about that real quick. But obviously a big game here for Westside, trying to come back and win back-to-back state championships, something they are oh so familiar with. Did that just 3 years ago. They've been champions 4 out of the last 5 seasons. And now it's time for them to try and repeat that quest once again as they run onto the field as a team and are ready to go for the 2024 football season. First game here in Firth, Idaho. They'll have 2 home games right after this one, and then they'll have their bye week before they start playing into district play.
The hometown, the Firth Cougars. Coach Rigo back there.
Have the starting lineups run out as they all run out to the middle of the field.
Our officials for tonight are Mr. Brent Martin.
Westside finished off a 9-2 season last year with a state title.
And celebrating his 29th
Head coach Tyson Moser mentioned that the goal is never to win a state championship. That's not the ideology you want to have, because guess what? A lot of times you're not going to achieve your goal. However, it's always to be in the hunt. Want to go out there, want to perform well, and want to be able to come out and show off what you can do in game 1, and that's exactly what they will do. Westside will receive the kick here to start off the game, as it'll be Firth kicking off from the 40-yard line. They'll be kicking from right to left on your radio dial or right to left on your computer screen, whatever you're watching or listening on. Back to return for Westside is going to be Drake Sage along with his brother Crew Sage. Drake on the left side, Crew on the right side. Lining up the kick for Firth as they get set to kick this game off. And for Westside, it'll kick their season off. Bo Ringel will be the kicker for Firth as the Cougars will be on defense as the kick lined up. Sage brothers back to return. Ringel with the kick. A little line drive kick. They're going to let it go all the way back to Drake Sage. He'll go to the left side and get tackled around the 33-yard line, as that's where their drive will start. Gain of about 5 to 6 yards on that return, and 11:52 is the start time for this drive. Westside comes out with their offense. Obviously, they'll have that 3-man backfield they're so used to seeing. Trey Stone leading this squad this year as he'll go under center. Has Drake Sage to his right. Now motions Crew Sage to his right as well. Motion man is Crew. He'll not take the handoff as it's a handoff up the gut to Drake Sage. He goes for no gain, and their first run of the year goes for no gain for Drake Sage. Second down and 10 now. 11:35 on the clock after that run. Abram Muhammad comes in to bring the play as the triple option comes to set up. Under center, Stone takes the snap, hands it off right up the gut. It's Crusade. He has a little bit of room, and he gets about 8 yards to make it a third down and manageable. 3rd and 2 after the 8-yard gain for Crusade. His first run of the season is a positive one, and a very big play here early in the game. 3rd down and 2, 11:03 and counting on the clock for the West Side Pirates. Muhammad brings the play. They'll come up and step to the line. Stone under center. Crusade to his left. Drake Sage to his right. Takes the snap, hands it off to Drake up the middle. He gets stuffed. He maybe got a yard, but it's going to be 4th down either way. They're going to say no gain on the play. No gain there for Drake Sage, and it's 4th down and 2. And a big spot for the West Side Pirates as they're going to go for it out there. Abram Muhammad brings the play. 4th down and 2 from the 42-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 1. Under center, Stone hands it off. They're going to get the first down as, I believe it was Drake Sage. It was Crusade, who got it. A gain of 4 yards on the run and a first down.
With another tackle, first down, West Side.
4 yards there and a first down of the season for the West Side Pirates. They're across the 45-yard line at the 46-yard line, 10:04 on the clock. Stone under center. Has Crusade behind him. He's going to hand it to Crew. He goes left and gains 3 on the first play. Right about the 50-yard line is where they'll mark it. And quickly, Crusade is putting together a pretty good couple of runs here as he is already at 15 yards rushing on just 3 rushes. 9:40 on the clock. West Side back up to there. 2nd down and about 6 to go. Stone under center. Has the motion man come across. He hands it to the motion man, and he's going to get stuffed in the backfield. And an extra shove at the end there. No flag as he stays put. Handoff was to Connor Milburn. He gets his first run of the season, and he goes for -2 yards. Pushes down to a big 3rd down here again early in this game. 3rd down and 8 with 9:05 on the clock. Stone under center could be a passing chance, but with this triple option, they motion Milburn, and it is going to be a pass. Stone looks downfield, throws downfield, and almost into the hands of his target, Rafe Graves, who just reached out the outstretched arm, and it hit off his one-hand attempt, and he makes it 4th down and 8, but there is a flag on the play. From the looks of it, it might be holding as they looking to the Firth coaching side. It is holding on West Side. They are going to accept the penalty. So move the ball back 10 yards, right? Well, hold on. Now Firth is realizing that it'd be 4th down and 8. And they're going to decline it. They're going to decline the penalty. So it's an incomplete pass there for the first passing attempt of the season for Trey Stone. And now 4th and 8. We'll see what West Side does here. As coming out to bring the play is Garrett Taylor, one of the captains for this West Side team. 8:54 on the clock after the flag. West Side looking like they will punt this ball away after all. Crusade will be the one to punt this away. He stands at about the 36-yard line. The ball will be snapped from the 45-yard line. Sage gets it, has the punt. It's a beauty down the field. It's going to bounce right at the 10 and stick at the 4, maybe 3-yard line. A 51-yard punt, and Firth will start off their drive from the 3-yard line. An excellent punt there from Crusade, as that's where their drive ends, and Firth drive will start at the 3. Brings out Daryl Vasquez, last year a Nuclear Conference Offensive Player of the Year. Had a 99-yard touchdown in last week's game against New Plymouth, and now here starting against West Side from the shotgun with 8:46 to go on the clock. Nothing on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard here early in the first quarter. Vasquez takes the snap. It's low, picked up on the ground by a Cougar, and he'll just run forward for maybe a gain of a yard. Looks like it was Ringel who got it. Bo Ringel only got 1 yard. 8:52 on the start time for that drive. 2nd down and 9 after the 1 yard gain from Bo Ringel on the botched play there as the snap just didn't get back to Vasquez. He's still in the shotgun. They have a receiver out wide on the left side in Ashton Allen and on the right side in Camden Bott. He'll take the snap, fakes the handoff, actually gives it off to the right side, racing forward for a gain of about probably 6 or 7 is going to be Fisher Arnold. He'll be about 1 yard short of the first down, so call it a gain of 8 and make it 3rd down and 1. Fisher Arnold, the senior, gets 9 or 8 yards on that rush. Back-to-back runs to start off the drive for the Cougars. 7:45 to go. Firth at the 13-yard line. Needs to get to the 14 for the first down. Vasquez under center this time. He'll take the snap, hands it off once again. It's going to be a long side run from Fisher Arnold. He's got room. He's at the 30, 40, 50, 45, 40, 30. He's got to go all the way, being pushed out of bounds by Trey Stone all the way at the 35-yard line as he has an absolutely huge gain. 67-yard run there for Fisher Arnold, and the Cougars are in business. First down for them, and Fisher Arnold already now with 75 yards on the ground on just 2 rushes. The big one there, 67 yards. They go all the way to the opposite side of the field at the 22-yard line with 1st and 10 as they move from right to left. Vasquez in shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off. Arnold once again. No, this is not Arnold. It's actually going to be Ashton Allen. Allen gains 2. Allen, one of the receivers that we've seen for them, but they're obviously looking at the rush, very prevalent today. Gain of 2 on that run. No passing attempts just yet for the Cougars as Vasquez gets the play and heads back into the huddle. They're right at the 20-yard line for the 2nd down and 8. 6:55 on the play clock. Nothing on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. Early here in the first quarter, shotgunned with 2 receivers left, 1 right. 3-man backfield. Vasquez take it. It's a planned quarterback run as he goes left side. No room there. He'll get about 1 after all, but the tackle made quickly there by Garrett Taylor. Gain of 1 yard, though, for Vasquez. Sets up a 3rd down opportunity for West Side's defense. 3rd down and 7 from the 19-yard line. 6:15 to go on the clock. Coming out to bring the play is Ricky Orenga. Now Vasquez goes back out there as Ashton Allen comes off. Vasquez goes in the shotgun. 4 receivers out wide, 2 left, 2 right. He's got a running back to his right side hip. It's Bo Ringel. They'll motion a man across in a false start, and that's going to hurt big there as it's Chris Mayer, the left guard, who moved just a little early on the motion. That's a 5-yard penalty. Huge there. As that'll back him up and make it 3rd down. And instead of 7, 3rd down and 12. Probably going to see 4 receivers out wide once again for this Cougars team. 4 receivers out wide. Grant Vasquez on the right along with Stockton Perry. Shotgun for Vasquez with a running back on his left side hip. They're going to motion the man once again across the field. And again, a false start on that right side. Grant Vasquez with the false start. Another 5-yard penalty. 10 yards and 2 penalties on back-to-back plays here. So now after a 5 yards there, it's going to be 3rd down and about 17 or 18 here. 5 minutes and 30 seconds here to go in the first quarter, and they're all the way back now at the 29-yard line. The first down marker is at the 13. Vasquez in shotgun once again. Has that running back Bo Ringel on his left. 2 receivers to either side on the left hash. Vasquez takes the shotgun snap, no motion this time, drops back, look at the pass, looks right, throws that way, has a man open, and that is going to be pass interference. In coverage there was Drake Sage, and he just grabbed the arm of Fisher Arnold, and it's going to be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down there. It was a good pass from Vasquez, and honestly, Sage just a little early, so 15-yard penalty for Westside will give an automatic first down to the Cougars. Automatic first down there, so they'll put the ball at the 15-yard line. 4:58 on the clock, and a new set of downs. They're going to say third down here. I believe that should have been an automatic first down, but either way, it's 3rd down and 2, and they get the first down with a run from Bo Ringel. Ringel gains 7 yards. And Sage with a tackle. It's 1st and goal from the 9-yard line for the Cougars here. 4:52, nothing on the Flying S Talon Escrow scoreboard. 4:48 and counting. West Side defense trying to put up a wall here and force a field goal opportunity. Bo Ringel, the running back on the right. They got a fullback on the right side as well with a receiver out wide to either side. They take the snap. They fake the handoff. Vasquez is going to keep it to the left side. He's going to be dragged down there by Garrett Taylor. He gains 1, though. 2 rushes for 2 yards for Daryl Vasquez. 7 plays in this drive. Vasquez goes out as he gets this play from his head coach, Rico Vasquez. Some relation there. 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line. 3:58 on the clock. Shotgun for Vasquez. Ringel to his left. Couple of receivers, one out to either side. He's going to drop back, look to pass, looks left, rolling left, has some pressure. He throws on the run. It's caught. Is it a touchdown? It is. Fisher Arnold gets both feet in, and on the run, Vasquez makes a spectacular throw, and the first touchdown of the game goes to the Firth Cougars. First pass attempt, first pass completion, 8 yards, and Fisher Arnold is the receiving end of it all. Chase Shook will be the kicker. He'll be the holder, excuse me. Fisher Arnold will be the one to try and attempt this extra point. Arnold gets it through. Extra point is good. Make it 7-0 on the Flying S Talon Escrow scoreboard. As we'll take a quick break, you're watching Westside Athletics, brought to you by Stokes Market.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm, and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here to Firth, Idaho. Jace Andrews as it reads 7-0 on the Flying S Talon Escrow scoreboard. That drive, 8 plays, 97 yards, taking 5 minutes and 11 seconds off the clock. And now, if you're West Side, you got to match this here. Firth will kick it off. Drake and Crusage back to return. That's another line drive kick, and it's going to be grabbed and just held on to right on the ground. Cooper Milburn just kind of dives on it at about the 38-39 yard line. That's where they will start. We're going to call it the 40-yard line. So we'll start at the 40-yard line here with 3:39. Not much offense thus far for the West Side Pirates. 13 yards combined thus far. 15 of those yards Crusade, and then a negative rush from another rusher. Under center is Stone. First down and 10 from the 40. Motion man is Milburn. They're going to fake the handoff to him, and now they'll go right up the gut with Crusade. He gets 4 yards to the 49-yard or the 44-yard line, and they'll start there at 2nd and 6. 4-yard rush makes it 4 rushes for now 19 yards for Crusade. 3:20 on the clock here with the first quarter winding down slowly. 7-0 Firth on the Flying S Talon Escrow scoreboard. As Westside with the ball trying to match here. 2nd down and 6. Trace hands the ball right up the gut. It's going to be Drake Sage. He's going to get 2 before he'll be put into a standstill there, as pretty much everybody pushing in opposite directions leaves him put. First positive rush of the game for Drake Sage. Give him 2 yards on 3 rushes, and it's now going to be a 3rd down opportunity for this West Side offense to try and convert once again. 3rd down and a long 4 yards. Under center Stone. Behind him Sage. Both brothers behind him. Milburn motions to the left. They're going to hand it off. No, it's going to be kept by Stone. He's going to try and rush it, and he gets tackled for maybe no gain, maybe a loss of a half yard.
Maybe 1 yard, 4th down.
Loss of a yard. It's going to be 4th down and 5 now. Or a long 4 with 2:10 on the clock. Down by 7 on the Flying S Talon Escrow scoreboard. What will Westside do? Looking like they're going to go for it here. Trey Stone will go under center. 4th down and a long 4 yards. Stone under center. Maybe a hard count here. It takes the snap actually. Hands it off the gut, and not able to get it there is going to be Drake, or rather Crusade. Crusade can't get it. He gets 3 yards, but he is short, and it will turn over on downs to the Cougars.
At the West Side 49-yard line.
So they'll turn over there, as Cougars will not have the ball at the West Side 49-yard line, already in good territory for them after they started the last drive at their own 3-yard line. Now they start with 1:45 left in the first quarter from the opposite side of the field at the 49. Vasquez goes back out there. Once again, in shotgun formation, has 2 receivers to either side, and is running back to the right of him is Bo Ringle. Vasquez takes the snap, hands it off to Ringle, who runs left past the 50, hammers home to the 45 before he is taken down there by one of the Pirates. Tackle awarded to Bryson McDaniel. Gain of 4 yards for Ringle, who has been the primary back thus far. 12 yards on 3 carries for him. Fisher Arnold has more yards, but less carries. 3rd down, or rather 2nd down and 6. 1:16 and counting on the clock. As time winds down here on this first quarter. This first quarter brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Shotgun takes the snap. Vasquez drops back. Rolling to his left, has some pressure. Now he's looking to run with it. He'll roll to his right side now. He has time to pass. He throws. It's caught by a Cougar, and he's all the way to the 20-yard line. Gain of 25 yards on the passing play to Stockton Perry. 25 yards as Perry reels it in. 2 for 2 for Daryl Vasquez. And he's at 33 yards passing. 1st down and 10 from the 19-yard line. So it ended up being a 26-yard pass. Vasquez in shotgun once again. He's actually now under center. Has a running back behind him in Bo Ringle, along with a fullback, Fisher Arnold. He's going to hand it off to Arnold, who rolls to the left side. A lot of Pirates out there, but he's going to get the edge, and he'll be tackled by Drake Sage. They'll gain probably about 8 yards after all as he gets the edge. They're going to say gain of 7 there. So a gain of 7 for Fisher Arnold, and he is all the way to 81 yards rather here in just the first quarter on 3 rushes. 21.3 seconds, clock stopped due to him going out of bounds. Shotgun for Fisher Arnold. And hold on, we got a timeout called. Timeout here. We'll take the break with them. 7-0 on the Flying S Talon Escrow scoreboard. We'll be right back here. You're watching Westside Athletics, brought to you by S&T Electric.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Welcome back here. The first quarter winding down. This fourth quarter once again brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Appreciate you listening. 21.3 seconds here left in the first quarter. Vasquez for the Cougars in shotgun as they are at the 14-yard line. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off to Bo Ringle. He'll go up the gut. He has the first down and more all the way to the 6-yard line.
It's about 7 yards.
Gain of 7 yards there. And another first down.
First down and goal.
First and goal from the 7-yard line. 10 seconds and counting on the clock, and they're going to be content with letting this quarter run out. So this first quarter is up. Firth 7-0 and knocking on the door of another touchdown to put themselves up 2 scores on the reigning state champion Westside Pirates. We'll take a quick break and be right back. This has been the first quarter brought to you by Cache Valley Bank.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929. Right in your neighborhood.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
Welcome back here to Firth, Idaho. Jace Andrews joining here as we head to the second quarter, brought to you by Yardmaster here on KACH. We start a new quarter with a first and goal from the 7-yard line for the Cougars. Under center Vasquez. He fakes the handoff. He's going to run it himself. He's got a lane on the left side, trying to get to the left side of the end zone. He gets the corner and a touchdown. Cougars now up 13-0 on the Flying S Town Escrow scoreboard. Extra point to come here, and the Westside Pirates not in a familiar place here early against the team that they really put the pedal to the metal to last year. 11:53 on the clock. Extra point will be attempted by Fisher Arnold. 7-yard rush from Daryl Vasquez. Extra point. Hold is down, and the whistle's blow before then. Have a flag. 9 yards on the ground for Vasquez, and now a touchdown.
Ball start by the Cougars. Going to bring it back 5 yards.
So a false start there on the Cougars, so they'll back him up 5 yards, and the extra point now becomes a pretty long one. 25-yard extra point as they'll try and advance this score to 14-0 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. Hold is down, kick is up, it is through, it is no good. Just a little bit to the right, so it'll stay 13-0 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. And Westside now back with the offense. We'll have to get it going. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Westside Athletics on the Stokes Market presentation of MyLocalRadio.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
13-0 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard as we welcome you back here to Firth, Idaho. Jace Andrews as we're bringing you Northern Title presentation of West Side football here. 11:53 to go now in the second quarter. West Side will get the ball back down by 2 scores, and their offense trying to get something going, which has been a tough time thus far as they've only been able to convert 1 first down in their 2 drives. Ringel will kick it off. And it's kind of a little knuckleball all the way to the sideline. It's off the helmet, and Firth has it. It's off the helmet of Drake Sage, and grabbing it. Can't see the number.
That's why I said don't put Telford.
Looks like Grant Vasquez came up with it. So it's going to be Firth's ball. Drake Sage has it bounce off his helmet, and now instead of having a chance to come back and, well, get something on the board, they're going to have to put their defense back out there and limit the damage. Down 13-0 already, and now with Firth having the ball on the west side of the field as they're at the 30-yard line here with 11:49 to go in this second quarter. Again, a drive starting on West Side's side of the field as Vasquez in shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 right. He looks that way left, has pressure, evades it to his right. Now looking to possibly run. He takes off. He gets past to the 25-yard line and is ripped out of bounds. Thrown down by Ivan Campbell, but he still is able to get 7 or 8 yards. Another positive rushing attempt for Darryl Vasquez. Or call it 7 yards on the rush. Vasquez, after his rushing touchdown, comes right back with a 7-yard rush and gives himself 16 yards on 4 rushing attempts thus far. 11-16 in the second quarter as Vasquez comes right back out. West Side's defense trying to hold strong here, already down 13-0, but they've been out there for a bit now. That kick going off the helmet of Drake Sage was a big one. They're going to run the ball right up the gut with Vasquez on a QB sneak. He gets 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 1. So 3rd down and 1. 10:42 on the clock and running. This West Side team in a position they're not used to. The defending state champions here, down 13-0 in their first game of the season. Against the team they've played a lot in the past couple of years and a team that they've relatively beat a lot in the past couple of years as well. 10-19 and running, 3rd down and 1, Vasquez under center. The running back behind him is Fisher Arnold. 2 receivers to his left side. He's going to pitch it to Arnold running left. Has some space. He gets the first down. There's flags all over the place. Fisher Arnold fumbles the ball. It's picked up by another Cougar. He'll run all the way down to the 2-yard line, but there's flags all over the place, and I believe this one's coming back. The offensive line already walking backward, and that is going to be probably holding there, and they'll accept that one. Holding on the Cougars, so a 10-yard penalty erases what would have been a big first down rush inside the 5-yard line, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 11. Third down and 11 all the way back to the 31-yard line. 9:57 on the clock. And West Side with kind of a breath of fresh air there and a chance to maybe get off the field here on 3rd down and 11. Vasquez is in shotgun. He has 1 receiver on the right, 2 receivers, or rather 1 receiver on the left, and and a couple of tight ends. Takes the snap. He fakes the pitch, and now he's got pressure. He has a broken play here, and he gets swallowed up in the backfield. Trace Stone back there to put the pressure, but the one getting the tackle and the sack is going to be Bryson McDaniel. He loses a yard on the sack, and it's 4th down and 12.
Drake Sage, first man there, but a bunch of Pirates right behind him.
9:30 on the clock. And a big chance for Westside here. 4th down and 12, trying to get the ball back in the hands of their offense. As of right now, it looks as though the Cougars will go for it. Vasquez goes out there after he gets his play from his head coach. 13-0 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard with 9:07 in the second quarter. Westside trying to get the ball back in their offensive hands. It's 4th down and 12. 2 receivers to either side. They're on the left hash. Running back Ringo to his right. Vasquez takes the snap, drops back, throws to the left side, has a man open, but throws it too far. No flags on the field. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Westside defense holds strong on 4th and 12, and they will have the ball back trying to cut into this deficit. First incomplete pass of the day there for Vasquez, and it comes at a huge time. Turnover on downs, and now Westside starts their drive from their own 31 with 8:53 on the clock. And they need to get something going here. They've got a receiver on the left side out wide as taking the snap under center and looking like he's going to throw. Stone throws it, has a man open downfield. It's all dropped by Rafe Graves. He was wide open and streaking to the end zone. Would have had the ball at the 30-yard line, but just could not corral the ball in his hands, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10. .8:46 on the clock. Stone under center, takes the snap, pitches it left side. Running that way is going to be Cruz Sage. He goes for a gain of 5, maybe 6. Actually give him 7. Gain of 7 yards there for Cruz Sage. 29 yards for him. Give you an update on the Preston score. It is 7-0 Blackfoot in the first quarter. 7-0 Blackfoot over Preston in the first quarter if you're looking for that score. We'll have that on KACH later on in the evening. Trey Stone hands it off to the motion man, Drake Sage. He can't get anywhere. Once again, this offense cut down short there. He loses a yard, maybe a half yard. I'd say no gain after all. And it's 4th down and a long around 4 yards area. Fourth down and 4. 7:47 and counting on the clock. And we'll see what Westside does here, if they're going to punt this ball away or go for it. 13-0 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard, so maybe a chance to go for it, but it looks like they're going to punt this ball away. That's going to be Cruz Sage to punt it. Had a really nice punt last time out there. He'll receive the snap. He'll run to the right side. He may run it. He's going to try and get to the first down, and he does. The fake punt gets him on the far right side. He rushes for 5 yards and gets the first down.
Takes him out of bounds.
5-yard gain, a first down carry as well, and a little bit of life on the second first down of the game for Westside. 34 yards on 7 carries for Cruz Sage. And now Westside with some extra life. Stone under center. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to have the ball looking to throw. Throws it out, has an open man. It's caught, and he's going to get tackled for a gain of 11, though, and a first down on an awesome reception from Cooper Milburn.
Good for a first down.
Gain of 11 as Milburn
Dr. Perry brings him down.
gets the first reception of the game for 11 yards.
Takes over first down inside of Cougar territory.
Cooper Milburn, saw him on the rushing attempt earlier in this game. That's the first reception of the game for the Pirates. They have a 1st and 10 on the opposite side of the field now at the 46-yard line. 6:54 on the clock. And Stone looking to throw again. He drops back. He throws. He's looking for Crusade, and it is caught for a first down. Past the 30-yard line. 18-yard reception for Crusade, and another first down. Back-to-back completions for Trey Stone, as he's now all of a sudden 2 for 3 with over 20, almost 29 yards receiving. Crusade gets the handoff, running right, goes through a hole, dives forward. He gets about 6 yards, and he'll be tackled down there.
Brings him down. 2nd and 4.
40 yards rushing for Crusade, 18 yards receiving, 29 yards for Trey Stone through the air. 2nd down and 4, 6:11 on the clock. Westside's offense trying to get back to a familiar form here. Trey Stone will go back under center, and we'll have timeouts and whistles blown, as it looks like Coach Vasquez on the Cougars sideline does not like what he's seeing. The Westside offense is getting going. We'll see if they can convert and get into the end zone. We'll take a quick break. You're watching a Northern Title presentation of Westside Athletics.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, showtimes, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Welcome back here to Firth, Idaho. If you're looking to catch a movie at the Worm Creek Opera House in the next coming days, you can check out Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice coming in on September 6th. That's the next movie coming out. They'll also have another showing of that on September 13th. So if you're looking to watch Beetlejuice, it is coming out at Worm Creek Opera House, with the first showing being September 6th. You can get your tickets now online. Westside driving here at 2nd down and 4 from the 19-yard line, as they're in the red zone for the first time this evening. 6:02 on the clock, but Firth leading 13-0 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. Trey Stone under center takes the snap, hands it off to Drake Sage, who's rattled up in the backfield. He goes nowhere, and it's 3rd down and 4.
Backfield. No gain on that one.
Drake Sage continues to have a tough time running the ball right now, as this West Side offense trying to get going and trying to get in the end zone. 5:43 left here in the second quarter. 3rd down and 4 yards to go. Trey Stone under center. One receiver on the right, couple of backs behind him, hands it off. Right up the gut is Crusade. He almost gets tackled at the line of scrimmage, but keeps the legs churning, gets 5 yards, and gets the first down. Inside the 15-yard line for Crusade. He's across 45 yards on rushing tonight, and he gets another first down rush. 1st and 10 from the 14 is where they're going to call it, with 5:12 on the clock. Westside trying to cut into this 13-0 deficit. Trey Stone under center. Motion man Milburn. He fakes the handoff. He has the pass. Sage caught. Touchdown! Pirates score on a 14-yard reception to Crusade from Trey Stone, and it's 13-6 on the Flying S scoreboard. (13-6) as they're finally able to get in the end zone on what is a 14-yard reception to Crusade. Crusade will be the holder. Dallas Nelson will be the kicker. With the left foot, Nelson lines it up, trying to cut this lead to just 6 points. The snap, a little low, and Crusade is going to pick it up, try and run to the end zone. He runs into a plethora of Cougars, but he's still pushing, but it's just not enough to get to the end zone. So the extra point will not matter, as it's going to stay a 7-point ball game. 13-6 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. And finally, Westside gets in the end zone. We'll take a quick break. You're watching a Stokes Market presentation of Westside Athletics here on KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Make the best deal you can when it's time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate. It's important to have Elisa Benson on your team. She's helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah. Elisa Benson, your proactive, trusted advisor.
Welcome back here to Firth, Idaho, 13-6 in quarter number 2. This second quarter brought to you by Yardmaster there as Westside finally gets into the end zone. The Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard reads 13-6. Firth still leading here with just over 5 minutes to play, 5:03 to be exact. But Westside finally gets the offense going in that drive, and now they'll turn it back over to the defense to try and get a stop and potentially tie this game up before the half. Dallas Nelson will kick this ball off here. Once again with the left foot, he powers up and kind of boots this one away. A high kick. It's caught at the 26-yard line by Allen. Allen goes to the left side. He has some space. He's at the 45-50, 45-40, across to the 30, now to the 20. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Cougars. 72-yard return from Fisher Arnold puts the Cougars right back on top by 2 scores.
Darryl Vasquez, get him in the end zone.
20-6, or rather 19-6, on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard as Ashton Allen scores on a 73-yard.
Brad Vasquez with the downfield block.
Return, and now he'll line up to kick the extra point. Looks like they're actually going to try and go for 2 here and make this a 15-point game. 4:48 on the clock, 19-6 in the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. Vasquez under center. The 2-point conversion try. They're going to hand it off to a lineman going left. He has some West Side Pirates in his space. He's trying to push forward. He did not get there. Garrett Nelson was the one who tried to get in there, and he ends up just short. And so the score will remain 19-6 as once again Firth back up by 2 scores. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here. You're watching a West Motor Company presentation of Westside Athletics.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
The Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard is now back to 2 scores lead for Firth, 19-6, as we are in the Yardmaster second quarter. Jace Andrews joining you here. Back out there to kick this ball away is going to be Bo Ringel. West Side now, once again, down by 2 scores, trying to get in the end zone, make this a 1-score game before half. As the kicking tee for West Side wasn't even picked up after the 73-yard kick return by Ashton Allen to make it 19-6. The scoring drive for Westside just before that was we didn't get to it. 10 plays, 69 yards, taking a little over 4 minutes off the clock. And Rangel will kick this away. Kind of a nubber again toward the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds, so they'll have a penalty there as it goes at about the 37-yard line. So Westside will start this drive past their 40-yard line, just close to midfield, heading towards the Cougars' side of the field. 4:48 on the clock, and they'll have that amount of time to try and put this ball in the end zone and make this a 1-score game going into half.
Hey, all of the Firth mini cheerleaders.
Looks like they're going to start at the 41-yard line is where they're going to put it. 42-yard line is where we'll say.
All organized right now, please. All the Firth mini cheerleaders head down to the south end of the home bleachers, please.
4:48 to go here in this Yardmaster second quarter, as Trey Stone will go back under center with two receivers to his right, and the running back Crew Sage behind him with a fullback Milburn on his right side. He'll take the snap, hand it off to Crew. He goes up the middle, gains 2 or 3, and they'll be second down and 7.
Garrett Nelson with the defensive stop.
10 rushes officially for Crew Sage, 48 yards, so averaging a little over 4 yards per carry. 4:28 and counting on the clock here. Second down and 7 to go. Receiver out wide. That's going to be Abram Mumford. And then the usual 3-back set for West Side as Trace will take the snap, rolls right, throws right, looking for Crew Sage, and he throws it a little bit too far. He had pressure in his face there from Garrett Nelson, and that probably caused the errant throw. And now it's 3rd and 7 after the second incomplete pass of the game for Trey Stone. Is currently 3 for 4 with 43 yards and a touchdown. 4:09 on the clock here as it stops after the incomplete pass. 3rd down and 7. 19-6 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. Stone and shotgun. 2 receivers right, looking like it's going to be a passing down. Stone has it. He gets through the line. Now he's looking to try and run it, and he's going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Stone scrambles for no gain, and it's 4th down and 7. And potentially a punting situation for the West Side Pirates. 4th down and 7, 19-6 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. 3:43 on the clock. And it will be a punting situation as Crew Sage will be the punter. He stands back at about the 34-yard line. Snapping it from the 44-yard line. He'll take the snap. He faked it last time. This time he boots it away. A nice punt bouncing all the way past the 10, rolling to the 5, and it will stop at the about 4.5-yard line. An impressive punt there of exactly 50 yards for Crew Sage, and it is 19-6. We'll stay here with this one, 19-6 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. Jace Andrews joining you. Whether you're watching on mylocalradio.com or listening on KACH, we appreciate you as West Side trying to get the victory going. I want to give you an update on the Preston score. It's 7-7. And after that, it's 14-7 now. Blackfoot returned the kickoff. So 14-7 Blackfoot over Preston. Thanks to our engineer, John Beverly, for making sure we're on the air all night and giving us those Preston scores. Vasquez in shotgun takes the snap, hands it off, running up the gut is Bo Ringle. He'll get 5 yards, maybe 6. As
Graves, tackle.
They start from the 4-yard line. Run for 5 yards from Bo Ringle. 2nd down and 5 to go. 2:42 and counting. The Pirates right now down by 13. Shotgun for Vasquez. He has 2 receivers to either side. They're on the left hash, moving from left to right. Bo Ringle, the running back, on his right hip. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff on the motion man, looking to pass. Now he's going to run, but he's going to be taken down in the backfield. Rafe Graves gets his first sack of the 2024 season. Loss of 4.
3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9, and timeout called by West Side. 19-6. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be the end of quarter number 2, brought to you by Yardmaster. As you're watching West Side Athletics, brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
(19-6) on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard as the Cougars on top of your Pirates right now late in the second quarter. 2:04 to go. Cougars with the ball deep in their own territory with a long 3rd down and 9 coming up for them. After the big sack there by Rafe Graves, now the Cougars in a for sure passing down and a potential to force a punt from the Cougars as the West Side defense. Shotgun for Vasquez, a receiver to either side, takes the snap, drops back, has some pressure, throws left, it's caught, and he loses the ball. It's on the ground, picked up by West Side. They'll go in for the touchdown. Touchdown is the ruling on the field. It's picked up by Drake Sage, I believe. Drake Sage picks up the loose ball, runs it in for a touchdown, and they're going to have that confirmed. And it's 19-12 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard, and now a chance to cut this lead down as they're going to go for 2 here. Trying to cut this lead down to just 6 points here. West Side, after the amazing fumble, scoop, and score from Drake Sage. Under center is Trey Stone. 2 receivers to the left side. One of them, Drake Sage. He's going to pitch the ball. A one-handed grab by Crew Sage. He is in for the 2-point conversion. 19-14 on a big turn of events there. The scoop and score from Drake Sage, the 2-point conversion from Crew Sage, and it's 19-14 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. Scoop and score. Drake Sage comes up with the big bounce, grabs it, and his true hands lead it all the way to the right side in the corner of the end zone. 1:52 left in the second quarter. (19-14) on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard, and a big turn of events there as it's going to be West Side to kick it off. And the offense for the Firth Cougars will be back out there. Ricky Aringa was the one who caught the ball, but he got lit up, and that ball came flying out on a bounce. Drake Sage picked it up and ran it into the end zone for the West Side touchdown. Here comes the kick now, as Dallas will kind of kick a little like squib kick, and it bounces awkwardly, but it's grabbed by the Cougars' number 4, Ashton Allen, who runs it to about the 46-yard line, maybe 47, and that's where the Cougars will start. So with 1:48 left to go, the score is now 19-14 as Firth up just 6, or rather, they're up just 5 on the Pirates as they went for 2 and didn't get it. So they're out there on the 46-yard line from their side. Under center is Vasquez. Takes the snap, hands the ball off, running right, having some room, but being taken down quickly is Fisher Arnold. He does pick up a nice gain of 7 yards, maybe call it 6.
And Campbell combined to bring him down, 2nd and 3.
So 6 yards there from Fisher Arnold, who has his first carry in the second quarter, although he already has 82 yards, and now with that 6-yard rush, make it 88 yards on 4 carries. The big rush coming on a second one of the game, 67 yards, set up a touchdown for the Cougars. Under center, Vasquez hands it off to the up man, and he'll be hammered down right at the line. Maybe falls forward for a gain of 1, as it's going to be Bo Rangel on the carry. So Rangel gets 1, and it's a big third down chance here for this West Side defense with 57 seconds to go in the second quarter. The big turn of events, the fumble, scoop, and score from Drake Sage. And now here, under a minute to play, 46 and counting, a third down and a long 2 yards for this Cougars squad on their side of the 50. They're at the 46-yard line into West Side's territory. Under center is Vasquez, a couple of running backs behind him, a wide receiver to his right. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He looks to roll out. He's going to throw it deep downfield. Has a man open. It's caught, but he falls down at about the 12-yard line. A big catch, though.
Crusade brings him down. Cougars will have it first and 10 at the West Side 13.
Gain of 31 on the pass. And they're going to spike it there. Stockton Perry with the catch. 31-yard reception. .65 yards receiving or passing for Vasquez. 15.1 seconds. Out of timeouts, I believe, is the Cougars. 19-14. Second down and 10 after the spike to stop the clock, and a big reception and a first down catch for Stockton Perry. 18.5 will go back up on the clock as they'll reset that one. Give a couple extra seconds to the Cougars. Second down and 10 as they're inside the red zone at the 13-yard line. As they fix this clock here, it's going to be 18.5 seconds. 65 yards for Darryl Vasquez. Perry now eclipsing over 55 yards receiving. 56 to be exact. As they're resetting this clock here. 19-14, once again the score on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. They finally get the clock set at 18.5. Second down and 10 from the 13-yard line in West Side's red zone. As the Cougars try and get a score before the end of the half. Vasquez in shotgun. 3 receivers at a bunch set to the left. 1 receiver on the right. It's Perry. Takes the snap. He is looking left. Has some pressure. They're going to roll out. He throws. The ball is tipped, and it's intercepted by Crusade. Crusade gets the second turnover after his brother had the scoop and score, and the ball will go back to West Side with 11.8 seconds to go and cancel out any scoring opportunity the Cougars had. First interception of the year, it's Crusade. So now West Side will go back out there, and I would be surprised if they do anything besides knee this ball and go to half. They do send a receiver out there. They may just run it up the gut. 19-14. They're at the 8-yard line, and it is just going to be a knee from Stone. Big turn of events, turnovers, maybe haunting the Firth Cougars after this one. It's 19-14 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. 2 turnovers for the Cougars, including a scoop and score as Drake Sage runs it in and gets this game to just a 5-point advantage for Firth as we head to half. This has been the second quarter, brought to you by Yardmaster. Coming up, it's the halftime show brought to you by Puppy Steps Training. We appreciate you listening here on the Stokes Market presentation of Westside Athletics.
KACH, mylocalradio.com. KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Welcome back here to Firth, Idaho, as that's not the right score. We'll get that fixed in just a second.
Watch the game with your own Domino's Pizza. Good job. And you can pick 2 friends if you want.
19-14 on the scoreboard as it reads right here. And lots of breakdown here, as it's a big turnover game, as if you think about this game, the scoop and score at the very end of the half there from the West Side Pirates is what makes this a 19-14 game right there, as they get the points and they get the 2-point conversion, as Drake Sage is the one who scoops the ball up, runs it in the end zone. Cruz Sage is the one who gets the 2-point conversion, makes it the 14 points for West Side. And then after that, well, man, oh man, it was all the time in the world for the Firth Cougars. They drive all the way down to about the 13-yard line, but after that, they're unable to get the ball across, as it's going to be a tipped pass, and then it was intercepted by Crew Sage. So a big couple of turnovers there for the West Side Pirates to make the score what it is right now, 19-14 on the West Side, on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. Well, we're going to take one more quick break. We'll come back with the Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency first half stats. They are on the Puppy Steps Training halftime show. We appreciate you watching here on My Local Radio, or watching or listening on KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Welcome back here to the Puppy Steps Training halftime show, as it is 19-14 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. And I tell you what, it has been an interesting half, to say the least. Westside did not look like themselves for a good majority of this half. The offense looked stagnant for most of it. The defense, I'm not going to say was doing anything wrong, but they just could not stop what was a very powerful offense for the Firth Cougars. And, it kind of flipped all in the last little bit there, because if you think about the turnovers that happened, everything going forward, that was a big switch around. So 19-14 is your score there, as on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. And it's time for our Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency halftime stats. Now, looking through all of the stats for Westside, I got to be honest, it's pretty uneventful. If you think about what this offense has been capable of doing in the past, it's not what you expect. Just 111 total yards throughout the two quarters, and 43 of those in the air, 69 of those on the ground. And if you think about the way this has gone, all 43 receiving yards came in the second quarter for Westside, as they were able to kind of scratch back in the game, get the first touchdown on the nice touchdown reception from Crew Sage. As we kind of expected it, talked about it in the pregame show, but Crew Sage has been the guy to watch on really both sides of the ball. Has an interception, a couple of tackles on the defensive side, has a receiving touchdown through the air, 32 yards receiving, and 10 rushes for 48 yards on the ground. Obviously, all stats are unofficial. So 19-14 there on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Continuing on here on the Farm Bureau Insurance stats for your halftime stats. Going to the first side, 194 total yards. So definitely outdoing the West Side Pirates. 129 of those on the ground, 65 of those through the air. They had a lot of yards, though, in the first quarter. They had 140 yards in the first quarter, and in the second quarter, just 54 yards. So if you think about what has, in theory, gone into that second quarter, it's not just the offense getting going, but it's also the defense starting to understand and recognize Vasquez, as Daryl Vasquez, the quarterback for the Firth Cougars, has been great. He has 3 completions on 5 attempts for 65 yards, along with a touchdown both through the air and rushing, so a good time for him there. Did throw the interception at the very late part of that game there, but the big thing, like I mentioned, it was the fumble, scoop, and score on the second to last drive of the quarter for Firth, as Drake Sage was able to grab that and run it into the end zone after it was Ricky Orengo who got just obliterated in the open field after receiving what would have been an 8-yard pass completion. But luckily the Westside Pirates get the ball and run into the end zone to score that one to make it, at the time, 19-14. But they were not done yet, the Firth Cougars, as they drove down the field. We're all the way inside the red zone when Daryl Vasquez tried to throw a ball across his body from the left side of the field to the right side of the field, had his arm tipped on the throw, and Crew Sage was able to intercept it and potentially into scoring opportunity for the Cougars, to be quite honest with you. This scoreboard could easily read with the kicking abilities of Fisher Arnold for the Cougars. It could be 22-14, or possibly even worse if they were able to get a touchdown across, 25 or 26-14. Luckily, the interception from Crew Sage eliminated any and all opportunities of that. Individual stats for the Westside Pirates. Crew Sage has 10 carries for 48 yards. Drake Sage has 5 carries for 2 yards. And then Trey Stone has 3 completions on 5 attempts for 43 yards, including a 14-yard touchdown pass to Crew Sage. He has 32 yards in the air. Cooper Milburn has the other 11 receiving yards. He had the first reception of the game. 4 drives, yes, for Westside. Did have the kick return by Ashton Allen for a score for the Firth Cougars. And that's where we stand right now, 19-14, and the second half about to come your way. This has been the Farm Bureau Insurance halftime stats here on the Puppy Steps Training halftime show. We'll take a break.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wills. We're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is Brittany and Braden Smith, your local Farm Bureau agents, celebrating another wonderful year here in Franklin County as your trusted insurance advisors. Whether it's home, auto, life, commercial, or farm insurance, we are here for you. Give us a call at 208-852-2364 or just stop by our office at 33 South First East in Preston to see how we can make insurance simple for you.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Second half about ready to get going here in Firth, Idaho. 19-14 on the Flying S title and escrow scoreboard as we now head into the third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts. Make sure you get all your auto parts need done at Preston Auto Parts. Westside was able to cut this lead to just 5 points right before the half ended, and that's where we stand right now at 19-14, including an interception from Crew Sage. Let's see if we got any updates on the Preston score. Looks like it's still 14-7 by the last count I have. Want to give a big shout out to, again, our engineer and guy who is keeping us live on KACH, John Beverly. Shout out to him and all that he does back at the KACH studios. We're getting close here to the end of halftime, about a minute left to go, so we'll just stick around here. Again, quarter number 3 brought to you by Preston Auto Parts. Make sure you stick around as we'll have the Ralph's Construction postgame show after this one concludes, win or lose. Hopefully, though, the Pirates, down by just 5, can mount a comeback here. They did receive the first half kick, so it will be the Firth Cougars to receive the ball here in the second half and start off trying to increase their already 5-point advantage. Jace Andrews joining you here on what has become a Friday night slack action affair between the Cougars and the West Side Pirates. Temperature slowly going down here. At kickoff, it was 81 degrees. We're now in the low to mid 70s, 74 at the moment. It is expected to get down to even the mid 60s later on this evening. The last flashes of sunlight fading quickly here behind us as West Side and Firth get ready for what could be a dogfight of a second half after seeing the first half. Now, a big thing, though, as we mentioned in the Farm Bureau Agency halftime stats, the stats heavily favor the Cougars. If you look at total yards, well, they have 194. West Side has 111. Do quick math for you. That's 83 yards more for the Cougars over the West Side Pirates. However, 83 yards only equates to 6 more points on the scoreboard. So, by that matter, that's actually pretty decent. Once again, the West Side Pirates will be the ones to kick this ball off. They'll kick the ball off from left to right on your radio dial or left to right on your computer screen, whichever one you're watching or listening on. Back to return for the Cougars is a couple of return men, and Grant Vasquez on the far left, and Ricky Arenga looks to be the one on the far right. Ricky Arenga on the right, and it's Vasquez, the other Vasquez on the left, in Grant. Kicking off is Dallas Nelson with his left foot, kicking off from left to right as the second half underway here in Firth, Idaho. Kick is a nice one, grabbed by Vasquez, hits off his face mask, picks it back up, has a little bit of room, but is quickly corralled by a bunch of West Side Pirates. First one to get there was Hiram Checketts. Firth will start off their first drive in the second half at the 28-yard line as they'll start there. First down and 10. Return took just 8 seconds off the board, 11:52 on the clock. Vasquez will start this drive under center, first and 10 from the 28-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, a couple of running backs behind him. Takes the snap, hands it off. To his left is Arnold, going the far side, trying to find an edge. He maybe gets it, but Trey Stone meets him, and he maybe gets a yard. Trey Stone, the QB, putting his body on the line over there as he pushes him out. And they're going to say no gain for Fisher Arnold. A rare sight to see of no gain for Arnold. He has 88 yards already on the evening on just 5 rushes. The big one coming on the second rush of the game for 69 yards. 11-19 and counting on the scoreboard. 19-14 the score, Firth leading. Shotgun for Vasquez, 2 receivers in back-to-back formation, taking the snap, looking left, throwing that way, and it's too high for his intended receiver, Chase Shook. So incomplete there. It's the third incompletion of the day for Darryl Vasquez. And now a big third down here early in the third quarter for the West Side Pirates. 11:05 on the clock after the incomplete pass. The Cougars on their side of the field, so you could think that if West Side can get a stop here and minimal gain, you're probably going to get a punt from the Cougars. Vasquez will be in shotgun. He'll have 2 receivers to either side lined up behind each other. He'll take the snap, drop back, pressure coming, a blitz from West Side, has some pressure, evades one man, now tries to run his right, has a guy behind him, and the ball almost stripped out. It was Garrett Taylor behind him who came up and almost ripped the ball out. He gained 4 yards, though, otherwise, and it's 4th down and 6. That's Vasquez's 8th carry of the game, most on the team, and it looks like they're going to punt this ball away. Chase Shook in what looks to be punting formation. The Sage brothers back to return, crew on the right, Drake on the left, kicking is shook from right to left. Takes the snap, looking to punt, gets it away. It's going to be Crusade who calls a fair catch at the 31-yard line. That's where the drive will start. When we come back, we'll take a quick break. 19-14 on the Flying S Talinesco scoreboard.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Quickly back here, Crusade with the first carry of the first drive of the third quarter for the West Side Pirates as they start their drive at the 31-yard line. He picks up, let's say, 4 yards. They start at the 33-yard line, actually. Under center is Trey Stone, takes the snap on the 2nd down and 6, hands it off to Crusade, running right, has some space, has the first down and more. He's at the 50, 45, 40, 45, 30, now at the 25, and he goes down there as he goes out of bounds. Crusade with a huge run.
22-yard line.
They're going to call it all the way at the 20-yard line, so that is effectively a 43-yard rush. 43-yard rush for Crusade, and a big one there. He is now over 90 yards, closing in on the 100-yard rushing mark on 12 rushes. Trey Stone in shotgun now with 3 receivers left. He takes the snap. He loses the ball. It's on the ground. I think Westside drove on top of it. Westside did get back on top of it, as it was, looks like Dallas Nelson who drove on top of it. It was him. He ends up picking up 2 yards on it.
Dallas Nelson recovers for the Pirates.
"94 yards on 12 carries for Crusade. 2nd down and 8 here with 9:12 in the third quarter. Stone takes the snap and a flag flies before they're able to get too much off the play. It's a false start, and it's the second penalty of the game for Westside. 20 yards on 2 penalties. One of those a pass interference, though, that allowed for the Cougars to get all the way to the red zone and ended up scoring on that drive. 9:07 on the clock as they'll move the ball back and make it 2nd down and 13. Stone and shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, running back to his left in Crusade. He fakes the handoff to Crew, rolls left. He loses the ball and just has to dive right back on top of it. As he was running, the ball popped out of his hands. He loses 9 yards, call it 8 yards.
That is a loss of 12 yards.
So Stone there loses 8. As he has -7 yards, and it's now going to be 3rd down and 19. That'd be longer, 3rd down and 20. 19-14, Stone drops back, looks, fires a pass, has it intercepted by Daryl Vasquez. He's running back the opposite way. He goes to the 35-40. On the left side, he'll go out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Daryl Vasquez picks the ball off from Trey Stone. The first turnover of the game for the West Side Pirates, and it's by the opposing quarterback playing safety. 1st down and 10 at, they're going to say, the 45-yard line of Firth. Call the return a 33-yard return for Daryl Vasquez, and it's 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. 8:17 on the clock. A 5-point lead for the Cougars as they have the ball back. West Side's defense out there trying to hold them. Shotgun for Vasquez, the receiver on the near side and on the far side. Takes the snap, hands it off on the running back, Ashton Allen. Goes right, gains 1, and he'll be stopped there.
For a 1-yard gain. Nelson with the tackle.
Gain of 1 there for Fisher Arnold. 89 yards on 6 rushes for Fisher Arnold. Leading rusher in the game for the Cougars. Shotgun for Vasquez. 2 receivers on the far side, 2 receivers on the near side. They're on the left hash. He takes the snap. He fires it that left way. It's caught by Ashton Allen, and he's pushed out of bounds. Gain of 6 yards on the pass. It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Garrett Taylor takes him out of bounds. 3rd and short.
4 for 7 is Daryl Vasquez, as it's going to be 3rd down and 1. So end up giving him a gain of 8 on that pass play. Vasquez under center. He's going to run to the left side on a fake sneak. He'll get the first down as he's corralled by a couple of West Side Pirates. First there was Garrett Taylor. Gain of 3 on the carry for Vasquez. He's at 20 yards, rushing on 9 carries. First down and 10. They're on the opposing side of the 50 now at the 41-yard line of West Side. 6:50 on the clock. Here in quarter number 3, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts. Shotgun under center, for Vasquez. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Now with the motion man running right. He is hit in the backfield, but he evades the tackle. Continuing to evade tackles as a flag flies in. And the ball's loose. The ball is loose. West Side has it. West Side has it, but there's a flag on the field. If it's holding on the Cougars, West Side will decline it, and they will have the ball at the 44-yard line. The umpires and referees will come together. There was a flag on the far side. It's holding on the Cougars. That penalty is declined, and the ball goes back to the Pirates. The 3rd turnover forced by the West Side defense.
First and 10 at the West Side 44-yard line.
Fumbling it was, I believe, Chase Shook. West Side recovers, and a timeout called. 19-14 on the Flying S. Tylen Escrow scoreboard. You're watching an S&T presentation, S&T Electric presentation of West Side Athletics.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
Welcome back here to Firth, Idaho. Jace Andrews joining you wherever you are listening or watching on. If you're listening on KACH or watching on mylocalradio.com. 6:33 to go here in the 3rd quarter. West Side down by 5. And after the fumble, they have the ball back at their own 44-yard line. Under center is Stone. He'll take the snap, hands it off to the right side. Crew stage trying to find room. He'll reverse his field, go back left, where he'll maybe get a yard, and he'll be stuffed there to make it 2nd down and 9. A lot of running for just the 1 yard for Crew Sage, but he is now at 95 yards rushing on 13 carries. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd. 2nd down and 9. Trey Stone will remain under center with the Sage brothers behind him. Milburn, the fullback on the left side, takes the snap, pitches it to the left side. It's Crew Sage, has some room at the 50, and he's chopped down right there by a Cougar as he gains 7 yards, and Crew Sage is slow to get up. And he's slow to get up there. And so we'll take a timeout there as he's on the ground, and that's not good for West Side. We'll take a quick break, be right back here on West Side Athletics.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Welcome back here to Firth, Idaho. Crusade down on the ground. Don't want to speculate, but he is getting stretched out right now by a couple of athletic trainers along with his teammates. So we'll give you that information. 19-14 is the score right now on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. Jace Andrews here with you calling this one, and hopefully a West Side comeback. They were once down 19-6. Now have cut the lead to just 5 points. Crusade, one of the big guys, in fact, the big guy on this team, he just eclipsed 100 yards rushing on the day with that 7-yard carry. He has 14 rushes for 103 yards. Pretty good, along with a really good receiving night as well, 32 yards. Whenever he touches the ball, Westside is averaging 8.4 yards per play. Crusade is back up on his feet. He's going to walk off on his own power, so that's a good sign. And we'll keep an eye out for him as whether or not he comes back in the game quickly at all or what's going on with him. He is going to go stand on the sideline. He will not head to the medical table. 3rd down and 3. 5:41 on the clock. They're going to have a receiver out wide here. Luke Hodges on the near side as Westside moving from left to right. Under center is Trey Stone. They're on the far left hash. He'll take the snap. He fakes the pitch. He has pressure quickly. He evades it, and he runs for the first down. Trey Stone, the mobile quarterback, races through some pressure and scrambles all the way for 4 yards and a first down carry. Big carry for Stone, probably the biggest carry he's had to date. He has 5 carries on the day. 5:23 on the clock. Westside trying to tie this game up before the end of the 3rd quarter. Trey Stone with a new set of downs on the opposite side of the 50 at the 45 of Firth. Under center, one receiver on the left side, far out wide. He's going to take it and look to throw. He pulls back. He throws the ball. He has a receiver open, and it's caught.
Stone's pass is complete. Cooper Milburn on the receiving end. And Grant Vasquez.
Cooper Milburn gets the catch. And he gains it for 14 yards.
10 at the 30-yard line of the Cougars.
His second reception of the day. 25 yards receiving for Cooper Milburn. 57 yards passing for Westside. And we've got timeout called by the officials. I think the clock never stopped. Not positive, though. Officials are going to meet together here, so we'll have a little bit of delay. They're at the 31-yard line after the reception from Cooper Milburn. .45. 4:53 is what will go on the clock, so that's what we'll have on the scoreboard. 19-14 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. Jace Andrews here joining you as we're watching the 3rd quarter presented by Preston Auto Parts. .453. Back on the clock now as Westside with a new set of downs at the 31-yard line of Firth. Under center is Trey Stone. The Sage brothers, his backs. He fakes the handoff to both Sage brothers. He'll run it, going to the left side. He's tripped up, but he'll dive forward and gain maybe 4.
And he picks up 4 yards.
Gain of 4 for Trey Stone gets him back in the positive area in terms of rushing yards. And it makes it 2nd down and 6 for Westside. 4:27 on the clock and counting. Westside with a score here no matter what it is. If they get in the end zone, they take the lead. 6 points would give them the lead, so whether they make the extra point or not, doesn't matter. Under center, Stone on the left hash, takes the snap, hands the ball off to Drake Sage. He has a little bit of a lane and dives forward as he gains, say, 4 yards again.
Gary picks up 4.
And Drake Sage now with 6 yards on 6 carries. Third down and a long 3 yards, or a long 2 yards. 3:44 and counting on the clock here in the Preston Auto Parts third quarter. Trace Stone under center. A receiver on the far left side near the sideline on the left hash. Sage brothers behind him. Milburn, the fullback. Hard count put on. The snap called. Handoff right up the gut. Drake Sage, or Crew Sage rather, dives forward. He gets the first down and a gain of 5. West Side just pounding the ball now, and it's working. 108 yards on the ground for Crew Sage. I'd say he's taken the tailback role, and he's done exactly what was expected of him. 3:11 and counting. Under center is Stone. Takes the snap, hands it off to Crew once again. Goes left side, no room there. Tries to reverse field, but he's tackled in the backfield as he maybe loses one. Possibly gets back to the line of scrimmage. We'll call it a no-yard rush there. So he's now at 16 rushes on the evening. Call it a workhorse back for sure. They're in the red zone, though, right at it at the 20-yard line. Second down, and they're going to say he lost a yard, so second down and 11. Under center is Stone. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolls right. It's an option play. He's going to run it and keep it himself. He gets hammered at the 15-yard line, but Stone gets popping right back up. He was hit hard by Stockton Perry, but he ends up gaining 6 yards either way. A nice option play design there from Tyson Mosier and his staff. 6-yard gain for Trey Stone. Third down and 5 with 2 minutes and 5 seconds and counting to go here in the Preston Auto Parts third quarter. They're at the 15-yard line of Firth. Big third down here for the Pirates, trying to take the lead. Maybe the first time they'd have the lead today. Under center, Stone takes the ball, fakes the pitch, runs right, has blockers, gets the first down, pulls forward to about the 7-yard line as again Trey Stone puts his body on the line as he gains 7 yards on the carry. Daryl Vasquez on the tackle. 7 yards on the carry for Trey Stone, his second or longest rush of the day, actually. First and goal from the 6-yard line. Stone under center. Sage brothers behind him, Crew behind him. And they're going to hand it off to Drake. He goes right side. He has a lane. He has the touchdown. Touchdown, Pirates, as they take the lead. 20-19, West Side over Firth with the extra point to come.
West Side takes the lead, 20-19.
Extra point to come. We'll see if they'll go for 2 or kick it. Either way, they have the lead late in the third, 1:23. 2019, they are going to go for 2. Trey Stone under center, trying to make this a 3-point game. Stone takes the snap, loses it on the ground, he just has to dive on it. A mishandle of the snap, and he's just going to have to dive on it, so the score will remain 20-19. We'll take a break. We'll come back. The end of the third quarter coming your way here on a Northern title presentation of West Side Athletics.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Welcome back here to Firth, Idaho. Jace Andrews joining you as Westside takes their first lead of the game late in the third quarter on an 11-play, 56-yard drive, taking 5 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock, and they lead by 1 now. Dallas Nelson will kick it off from left to right back to the Firth Cougars. Vasquez on the right side. Orgala, the returner, on the left side. And it's going to be a nice kick as it stays in bounds. It's Vasquez who picks it up at the 5-yard line, trying to go all the way across the field, and he is taken down by a slew of Pirates. The ship gets there before he does, and he's taken down at the 14-yard line. That's where Firth will start their drive. .116 left to go here in the third. Firth down for the first time today and with the ball as they'll start actually the 15-yard line. Quarter number 3 here, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts as Daryl Vasquez under center, a receiver to his right. He'll take the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, has pressure, stiff arms a man. He just throws it away. He was out of the pocket, and I do believe he got it back to the line of scrimmage, so nothing there, but great pressure put on by the West Side Pirates. Chet Ward was the one who had the pressure back there in the far right corner. 1:08 on the clock. As the pressure continuing to get to Vasquez here in the second half. He has not had as easy a time in the pocket as he did in that first half. 20-19 on the Flying S-Town Escrow scoreboard. Shotgun for Vasquez. Motion man is going to be Allen. He drops back to pass. Looks and throws it to the screen pass on the right side as it's Terrell Arnold. And Arnold gets about 3 yards.
Gain of 4 to 5 yards.
So the pass there complete, and they're going to gain 4 yards on that one. As Arnold at 20 yards receiving. .29 seconds to go here in the third quarter as it winds down. A long third down to go for the Firth Cougars at their own 19-yard line. 3rd down and 6. Vasquez and shotgun, 2 receivers to the near side. Now makes it 3 as he motions the running back out there. Takes the snap as he has 5 out wide. He throws it downfield. He has a man. It's caught. First down there as it's caught by Stockton Perry.
22 yards and a first down.
Gain of 22 on the reception. As Stockton continues to be the lethal receiver here. He gets his 3rd catch of the game, and now we head to the 4th quarter. Westside has the lead as we head to the 4th, and they'll try to come out of this away game in victorious fashion. We'll be right back. You're watching the 3rd quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
I'll go back here to Firth, Idaho, quickly on the first down carry. It was a 1-yard rush by Bo Ringel. So 1 yard, maybe 2 yards there for Ringel. As it's 2nd down and 8 for the Cougars. Shotgun for Vasquez as they're going from left to right now after the switch in the quarter. He'll drop back looking to pass, has pressure. He's going to get taken down.
Vasquez is brought down for
Sacked by Rafe Graves, his 2nd sack of the day. Loss of 3, and it's 3rd down and 11. Big play from Rafe Graves. We talked about him in the pregame show. He's big on both sides, but defensively tonight, he has been exceptional. 2 sacks, as now he has forced the Cougars into a not-so-fun spot. 3rd down and 11. 10:46 on the clock here, and now the 4th quarter. 4th quarter brought to you by Papa Jace. Shotgun for Vasquez, trips right, drops back, has pressure, throws. It's going to be dropped by Crusade. It was in the hands of the West Side defender. And excuse me, it wasn't Crusade, it was Abram Mumford. As he just dropped that one, came up, would have been a huge pick. But Mumford unable to grab it. And it's going to be 4th down and 10 after the incompletion. Six for 10, and that's going to be a punting formation here for the Cougars. The Sage brothers back to return. Crew on the right, Drake on the left, and it was a high snap reeled down there by Chase Shook. They're going to let the ball bounce, and they're going to just let it go all the way to about the 27-yard line. So big punt there of, call it 34 yards on the punt. As Westside will now start their drive up by 1 with 10:23 left on the clock from their own 28-yard line. 10:23 here in the Papa J's 4th quarter. Jace Andrews joining you here. First down and 10 from the 27 or 28. Trayson Stone drops under center. Receiver out wide on the left side on the far hash. Takes the snap. Stone hands it off up the middle. And it's quickly going to be Drake Sage who rushes up the middle as he goes right through the gut for 4.
Carry that time, picks up 4 to 5 yards.
Drake Sage with a rushing touchdown on his last rush as he has now increased his total to 16 yards on 8 carries. 10 minutes to go as Westside just tries to hold on here and get victory number 1 in the 2024 season. A receiver out wide, it's Mumford on the far side under center. Stone, couple of backs behind him in the normal set for Westside. He hands it off. Crusade, he'll go all the way to maybe the first down marker, and he does get the first down. Gain of 6 exactly. And on the 17th carry, Crusade eclipses 110-plus yards as he is now at 114 on the day. That's what you expect from the workhorse back. They're at the 48-yard line with a new set of downs and 9:36 on the clock in the 4th. Under center, Stone takes the ball, flips it to Crusade, running right, has some room, breaks through the tacklers, goes for 10, maybe more, all the way up to the 50-yard line. Gain of 12 yards for Crusade as they just keep feeding him the rock. $126 yards now for Crusade as he gets it to the 50-yard line. 9:24 on the clock. Westside contingent with just trying to run this ball through the Cougar defense, waste some time and get into the end zone. Stone under center with a receiver to the right. Takes the snap, hands it off to Drake Sage. He tries to go to the left side. Not much room there as he gains maybe a yard for a 2nd down and 9 opportunity coming up. Under 9 minutes to play here. 19 points for Firth, 20 for West Side, as their lead for the first time tonight, trying to hold it on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. 2nd down and 9 from the Cougar 49. Under center is Stone with a receiver on the near side, takes the ball, hands it off, and there was a false start before that one. Flags fly. Didn't see who it was, but there was a false start committed by West Side, so another 5-yard penalty. 25 yards on 3 penalties for West Side as they bring that ball back to make it 2nd down and 14 instead of 2nd down and 9. It'll go back across the 50 and be at the West Side 46-yard line, maybe 45. That's more than 5 yards, I think. That's 2nd down and 16 now is where they mark it. Stone drops back looking to pass. He still wants to pass it. He throws it deep downfield. Mumford grabs it. Mumford with what is the catch of the game. Pickup of 38 yards on the big pass completion to Mumford. 38 yards, and it brings West Side into the red zone territory. Under center, Stone. 1st and 10, takes the ball, hands it off right side. Crusage has some space, pounds through a Cougar and gains 5.
Side left tackle, picks up 5 yards. Ringo brings him down.
5 yards for Crusage. And it's 2nd down and 5 with 7:40 on the clock, 20-19. And if West Side could put this in, this would be a huge blow to the Cougars' chances. And West Side be feeling really, really nice. Under center, Stone hands it off on the option to Crusage. He'll go to the right side, gains maybe 3. And it'll be a 3rd down and short for the West Side Pirates here at around the 10-yard line.
Ringo once again with another tackle.
2 yards on the carry. Preston and Blackfoot tied up at 21 at the start of the 4th. If you're looking for that score, that game will be on just after this one on KACH. Hand off to Crusage, going right. He has the 1st down. He has the quarter. He has the touchdown. Touchdown, Pirates. Possibly a flag as well, as Crusage gets it in for his 3rd touchdown of the game. Touchdown, Pirates, 26-19 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Now going to try and get the 2-point conversion after the 9-yard rush on the touchdown carry from Crusage on his 21st carry of the game. Stone under center, receiver Mumford on the left side. He takes the snap, he hands it off. Drake Sage is swallowed up in the backfield. Nothing there, but it really is moot. It helps it because West Side's up by 7. And now with 6:47 left to go, West Side looking to be in control. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it's the end of the 4th quarter right here on this West Motor Company presentation of West Side Athletics.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
.647 left to go and a 26-19 lead on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard for your Pirates. Dallas Nelson will be the one to kick this ball off, with Fisher Arnold back to return. along with Grant Vasquez. He kicks it off. Vasquez has it at the 10. He'll get to the 15, the 20. Reverses field to the right. Now tries to cut back at the 25, and he is dropped there.
Grant brings the ball back, 13 yards.
Gain of 15 yards on the return. And Drake Sage brings him down at the 25-yard line, where they will start first down and 10 with 6:39 to go on the clock here for Firth. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. And the Cougars needing to go score and convert an extra point, which they have already converted one extra point before. They could go for two and try and take the lead, though, if they were to get in the end zone. This West Side defense trying to make sure they don't get that first part of getting in the end zone. Shotgun snap. It's at the feet of Vasquez. He picks it up. He rolls to his left. No room there. Now rolls to his right. Looking to pass. Throws it downfield. It is out of bounds and incomplete. Intended for Fisher Arnold, as the incomplete pass makes it second down and 10 from the 25. The 11th attempt on the day for Vasquez. He's 6 for 11 with 99 yards passing. 1 yard shy of the 100 mark. 6:30 on the clock here in the fourth. Second down and 10 from the 25. As you're watching a Stokes Market presentation of Westside Athletics. Jace Andrews here if you're listening on KACH or watching on mylocalradio.com or the My Local Radio Westside YouTube page. Vasquez under center. A running back behind him, it's Fisher Arnold. Couple of receivers to either side. He hands the ball off, and stuffed at the point of attack was Arnold, but he's able to spin out of the first tackle and pick up 4 yards to make it third down and 6.
McDaniel brings him down, 3rd and 6.
Arnold now approaching the 100-yard mark on the day. He's at 93 yards through 7 carries. 6:06 and counting on the clock, with Westside up by 7. Darryl Vasquez. Under center here. A receiver on the near side, 2 receivers on the far side. Going from left to right, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, drops back, rolls out to his left, may try and run it. He's going to run it, and he's going to go for a gain of 3 or 4 yards before he's shoved out of bounds by a ship of pirates.
Drake Sage, the first man there.
He didn't get the first down, but he got a lot closer than I thought as he gained 5.
Yeah, there's a plug right here. I'm struggling here.
I gotcha.
Sorry, guys. It's the first game of the year for all of us.
So 4th down and 2. You good? 5:30 on the clock. We're going to have a full timeout here for Firth, and we will come right back here watching a Franklin County Medical Center presentation of Westside Athletics.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Fourth quarter and pressure time for both sides. Westside feeling a lot more comfortable than the Cougars right now, and rightfully so for the defending state champions, as they were down 19-6 at one point. Since then, 20 unanswered points from the Westside Pirates to make it 26-19. 5:30 on the clock here left in the fourth, as you're watching the Papa Jays fourth quarter. Fourth down and 2. If Westside were able to stop them right here, this would be possibly a nail in the coffin. Vasquez will go to shotgun with the running back to his right. Trips receivers on the near side to his right, one lone receiver on the far side. Takes the snap, rolls out right, looking to pass, has pressure, rolls out, has pressure from Crusage. It is batted away by Mumford. The smart play there, as Mumford could have easily tried for an interception, and he bats it away because guess what? It's a turnover on downs, and Westside takes over at the Firth 33-yard line. And that is a huge, huge play with 5:21 to go in this game. Vasquez back on defense now as the West Side Pirates trying to put this game on ice. First down and 10 from the 33-yard line. I can see them trying to run the barrel this entire time. They do exactly that. Drake Strage runs through the pile, carrying a couple Cougars with them, and gains 3 yards.
Picks up 3 yards. Mayer, Ringo combined for the tackle.
3 yards there for Drake Sage. 20 yards on 10 carries for him. Also has a touchdown. Maybe heard earlier I misspoke. Drake Sage has 1 touchdown. Crusage has 2 touchdowns. Crusage does have the 2-point conversion, though, earlier in the game. Drake Sage also has the scoop and score touchdown as well. He gets the handoff there, and he's stuffed in the backfield. He loses a couple yards on that carry and makes it 3rd down and 8 yards. Loss of 1 officially. 3rd down and 8 from the 31-yard line of Firth with 4 minutes to go and counting. Under center is Stone. Has a running back behind him and to his right and a false start. The left guard and running back missed the count there, as it was going to be Ivan Campbell, the left guard, along with Crusage, who kind of bit there a little early. So it's now, after the 5-yard penalty, 3rd down and 14. Under center, Stone has the ball as he rolls out right. He's going to throw it downfield. Has a man, but he overthrows him. It was Crusage who was racing down the right sideline, but unfortunately, Stone overthrew him a little bit, and it's going to be 4th down and 15. The clock does stop at 3:21, and if you're West Side, you have a choice here. You can try and go for this 4th down and 14, or you can task Crusage with a sky punt and try and pin this Firth Cougars team back deep inside their own territory with under 4 minutes to play in the 4th quarter as they're down by 7. It looks like they're going to try and punt this ball here and pin them back deep. Crusage has had some amazing punts, so I think in some ways he's going to have to take a little bit off this one. The ball is spotted at the 36-yard line. Crusage is at the 45. He gets the snap. He rolls to the right. He punts it away, and he's going right toward the corner as he just goes out of bounds with it. And a perfect punt at about the 8-yard line, 10-yard line. We'll see where they mark it, but a perfect punt put together there from Crusage. And it's going to be the length of the field that Firth will have to drive to try and tie this game up. Another great punt there from Crew Sage, as effectively it's going to be a 35-yard punt as they mark it at the 9 or 10-yard line. And so with 3:14 left to go, Firth has the ball, down by 7 as this West Side defense, who has contained Firth all quarter, all half, tries to do it one more time and secure this victory. Vasquez in shotgun. Little hard count there as he has 2 receivers to either side. He's on the far left hash. A running back to his left as he takes the snap. Drops back. Now he'll try and run with it. He has pressure, evades a couple of tackles. He just flips the ball and it's caught. It's caught by Chase Shook, and he's going to gain 10 yards on that after just a flip pass. I don't know if he was past the line of scrimmage or not. They're going to say he wasn't, and so it's a 10-yard reception for Chase Shook on the flip pass. First reception for Chase Shook, and Daryl Vasquez is officially over 100 yards passing at 109. 8 for 13. Throws to the left side on this next play. Gain of 5 there as he hits his man Ashton Allen. Second down and 5. 2:53 as they went out of bounds. The clock stopped. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 receivers on the far side for Vasquez as he takes the shotgun snap. As a running back, as a blocker, drops back in the pocket, now rolls outside of it to the right side. He's just going to heave this away as he was outside of the pocket and throws it across the line of scrimmage. Smart play from the Cougars quarterback, but it is now 3rd and 5. Good coverage from the Pirates. Fourteenth pass attempt for Vasquez. 2:46 left on the clock. 3rd down and 5 here for the Cougars as West Side trying to get one last stop here. They have not allowed a point in over, at this point, almost 2 quarters. 2:46 to go. 3rd down and 5. 3 receivers to the right. A running back there as well. Vasquez takes the shotgun snap. Drop backs. Pump fake. Has pressure. Stiff arms a man as he rolls to his right. Has some time. Heaves it toward the sideline as he just throws it away once again. And again, a coverage type sack there. They don't get the sack, but they do force a throwaway, and it's 4th down and 5. And Daryl Vasquez is slow to get up there off the field. He has been a machine tonight trying to power this Cougars team to a victory. 4th down and 5, 2:37 to go. What could be the game here? Vasquez gets the play and goes back out there. Coach and father-alike gives it to him. Vasquez will go to the shotgun. Trips receivers right. 1 receiver on the far side. A running back goes from his right now on his left side. 4th down and 5 yards to go. Takes the snap. West Side brings pressure. He tries to evade it, but he will not. A team sack for West Side, and they will retake the ball inside the 20-yard line of Firth. Saw a couple of numbers in there. The main one, though, that I saw was going to be Cale Breckenkamp, and we got somebody down there for West Side. The ball will turn over on downs, and we're going to have an official timeout for an injured player. Tough there, but a big-time play for West Side as they will have the ball 1st down and 10 from the 18-yard line when we come back here as you're watching a West Motor Company presentation of West Side Athletics.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Welcome back here to Firth, Idaho. In the fourth quarter, brought to you by Papa Jays. The Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard reads 26-19. 2:29 left on the clock. As they'll have the ball first and 10 from the 18-yard line, trying to run this clock out. Don't know exactly how much timeouts Firth has. Firth believed to have 2 timeouts, we think. Under center, and they're just going to QB sneak it here with Trey Stone. He'll go forward for a gain of 4 yards, and they will call the first of what we think is 2 timeouts here for Firth. They'll call the timeout. We'll keep it here. Play took about 8 seconds off the clock. So the timeout there from Firth. 2:21 now on the clock with a 26-19 score. West Side on top. Second down and 7 to go here. They've all the way reached to the 15-yard line. Again, a huge sack on fourth down from the West Side Pirates, as cannot tell you how huge that was to get off the field. And I'll tell you what, credit to Darryl Vasquez, though. He has put his body on the line all day today. West Side trying to close this game out, up by 7 with 2:26 to go. Trey Stone will go back under center. No receiver set here, as he's got the usual West Side formation of the 3 backfield. Does have Mumford close on the right side. He's going to hand it off to Crusage. He has room, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. Crusage scores his 3rd touchdown of the game, and West Side puts the nail in the coffin as they are just a couple minutes away from coming back in this game and winning the first game of 2024. 15-yard rush for Crusage, as that probably caps off his incredible night. Dallas Nelson up to kick the extra point. Crusage with the hold. The kick is up. It is good. 15-yard rush for Crusage. It's going to put him just shy of 150. No, it's going to put him over 150. By my count, he has 157 yards rushing on 22 carries. His 3rd touchdown of the night. His 2nd in a row in a rush. He has 2 rushes and then 1 on the air. Caught a receiving touchdown back in the 2nd quarter and has scored 2 rushing touchdowns here in the 4th. Crusage has the touchdown on the ground and on defense. Or excuse me, Drake Sage. Drake Sage had the 12-yard or rather 6-yard carry in the 3rd quarter. That ended up giving West Side the lead. Since then, his older brother has pushed across 2 more touchdowns to give his total to 3. And the Sage brothers have combined for all 5 touchdowns tonight. 33-19. 2:16 on the clock as West Side just trying to ride this out now. Dallas Nelson to kick it with his left foot. It's off. This one's going to go out of bounds, so it'll be a flag and a 10-yard penalty from where it goes out of bounds. But
Pirates kick is out of bounds.
Effectively, game not over yet, but with a pretty big lead here of 14, you have to expect with the way this West Side defense has played, they're not going to let up any more points than maybe 7. So they'll start this drive from the 30-yard line, exactly. 2:16 to go. West Side defense out there playing pretty much prevent defense at this point for West Side. Mumford back in the safety slot. Got another guy over on the far side in the safety area. And looks like they got a new quarterback in there, Vasquez on the bench. They're going to be Wildcat formation as it's direct snapped to Fisher Arnold. And he's going to rush for maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Loses maybe a half yard. We'll just say no gain there for Fisher Arnold. And a tough way for the end of the night for Vasquez is, I told you, he kind of got up a little limp on that last drive after being sacked. And he's on the bench here, just going to sit the last of this game out as Firth content with letting this one go. 33-19 the score. West Side looking to put the closing signature on this check and get out of Firth with a victory. Snap, and they're going to go with an option here as they hand it off on the option route to Grant Vasquez. He goes out to the left side and gains 3 yards.
Picks up 4 yards.
They actually give him 4 there. So the brother of Daryl Vasquez, Grant, comes in here. And he gets 4 yards.
We're just going to run it. Yeah, he told me he's already hit so.
Under a minute to play. 33-19 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. Coming up, it's the Ralph Constructions postgame show. Make sure you stick around for that. We'll have our player of the game and Farm Bureau Insurance stats. Arnold takes the snap, hands it off. Up the middle with some space. And a gain all the way to the 46-yard line for Bo Ringel. Ringel on the carry where give him 7 yards. .34 yards on the day for Bo Ringel. He has 8 carries, which is second most on the team, tied for second most on the team, combined with the original quarterback, Daryl Vasquez. 12 seconds to play. This is the final play of the game, if they even snap it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. They're going to let this one go, 33-19. And the horn will... They did not get the playoff. Horn will sound, and West Side is victorious in game number 1 of 2024. 33-19. They score what ends up being 27 unanswered points after being down 19-6. That's a way to show that you're 2-time state champions, or, trying to go for back-to-back state champions, and you're 4 out of the last 5. You're the winners. This is a good matchup, though. We could see Firth in the playoffs, possibly even in the state championship. A rivalry that has been going on for the past 2 decades, certain to continue here. We'll take a quick break and be back with the Ralph's Construction postgame show. 33-19. We appreciate you listening here on KACH or watching on mylocalradio.com.
Tonight's game was brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services, we are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, it's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, stop in downtown Preston where you will be treated like a friend. Papa Jace, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. Now stay tuned, the Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming right up.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Papa Jay's world headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa Jay's invites you to come in or find them online at papajays.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa Jay's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa Jay's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajays.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
(33-19), the final score on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Welcome in here to the Ralph's Construction post-game show. I tell you what, talking with some West Side coaches up here, it wasn't the prettiest game, especially in the first half, but here's what they did do. They showed some fight. And for a team that brought back 10 starters and had 10 new guys, or effectively, not even 10, 12 new guys, yeah, that's not bad to come out here and show the fight that they did. I guarantee you Coach Tyson Mosier is not going to be happy with the way this went. However, a victory is a victory. And there's going to be things to fix. And I told you in the pregame show and the keys to the game. Settle in. And it took them a little bit to settle in. It took a full half, to be honest. And I want to give credit to Coach Tyson Mosier and his entire crew, Tyler Brown, Kobe Crozier, just pretty much everybody in the West Side facility and West Side faculty of football coaches. They were able to put together a very, very good second-half game plan that, well, effectively rendered the Firth offense mute. They did not score a single point in the second half, and it was at one point 19-6. West Side then scores 26 unanswered points and comes out victorious in the first game of the year, with, again, the final score being 33-19. The Pirates win over the Cougars. So that is your Ralph's post-game show recap there. We'll take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to have some play of the game along with the Farm Bureau Insurance post-game stats. I'll be right back here as you're watching and listening to Westside Athletics, brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
Welcome back here to Firth, Idaho. 33-19, the score here. As we're time to bring you the play of the game, and don't have it on video, but I tell you what, tonight that play of the game has got to go to the scoop and score from Crew Sage. That really changed the momentum, as at that point in time it was 19-6. After that, Westside was able to again score 26 straight points, and it was started by that scoop and score from Crew Sage. Now, didn't exactly see who popped the ball out, so my apologies to whoever that was, as they were as much as part of that play as Crew Sage was, and him getting it all the way to the end zone from about the 15-yard line. But I tell you what, an excellent night of football for this Westside Pirates team. Not the way they wanted to start, but definitely the way they wanted to finish. So that is your play of the game. It's Crew Sage's scoop and score in the second quarter. We'll come right back and we'll give you the Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency post-game stats. Coming up next here on the Rouse Construction post-game show.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wheels, we're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is Brittany and Braden Smith, your local Farm Bureau agents, celebrating another wonderful year here in Franklin County as your trusted insurance advisors. Whether it's home, auto, life, commercial, or farm insurance, we are here for you. Give us a call at 208-852-2364 or just stop by our office at 33 South, First East in Preston to see how we can make insurance simple for you.
Welcome back to the Rouse Construction post-game show. It's time for our Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency post-game stats. And I tell you what, across the board for this West Side team, it looks pretty solid. I'm going to go individual stats here. Crew Sage, he ends up with 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air, and he finishes with 157 yards rushing on 22 carries and 2 receptions for 32 yards and a touchdown. Trey Stone finishes the day with a pretty good passing percentage. He goes, 5 for 6 or 5 for 7, excuse me, and he finishes with 90 93 yards passing. 93 yards for Trey Stone. 38 yards to Abram Mumford on a big catch in the fourth quarter. Cooper Milborough has 25 yards on 2 receptions. Other rushing numbers, Trey Stone finishes with 8 carries for 14 yards. Drake Sage has a rushing touchdown, a defensive touchdown, and rushes 11 times for 19 yards as he was effectively RB2 today. Did see Connor Milburn as well, who he had 25 receiving yards. Did rush the ball once, ended up with -2 yards, but good to see him in a couple of different formations throughout the evening. On the opposite side of the ball, for the Firth Cougars, Darryl Vasquez. I tell you what, that quarterback is something else for the Cougars. He's exceptional, and he has really put together a resume that we've seen that we could possibly see him in the postseason, potentially even in the state game if these two teams were to make it there. Obviously, that's a long way down the line. Fisher Arnold was able to put together a really, really nice game. 93 yards on 8 carries. The big one, though, 67 yards on his second carry of the game. So in West Side's idea, if you take out that 67 yards, well, guess what? That decreases his total drastically to under 30 yards on 7 carries for the main back for the Cougars. Bo Ringel, he goes for 8 carries, 34 yards. Darryl Vasquez, 11 carries, 21 yards. Grant Vasquez has a carry late for 4 yards. On the receiving end, Chase Shook had 1 reception for 10 yards. Ashton Allen had 2 receptions for 13 yards. Fisher Arnold had 3 receptions for 20 yards. And then Stockton Perry, ended up with the most yardage on the day receiving-wise, 3 receptions for 78 yards. So effectively their best receiver on the team for Firth. Again, Darryl Vasquez has 14 passing attempts. He completes 7 of them for 109, so 50% completion percentage there on a very good game from Darryl Vasquez. All right, coming back, we will wrap it up with the upcoming calendar for Westside Athletics, Preston Athletics, and my local radio in general. We'll be right back here on the Rouse Construction post-game show as you're watching a Northern Title presentation of Westside Athletics.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today, 217 South State Street in Preston.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Welcome back to Firth, Idaho, as final score once again, 33-19 Westside over Firth in the first game of the season for your Pirates. Firth now falls to 1-1, and Westside gets their first victory in their first game, going 1-0. A big game, big rivalry match between these two. They've played each other 17 times in a row, or whatever that number is at this point. So very familiar with either side. I mean, some of these kids weren't even born when these two teams first played each other. So that's kind of crazy to think about. Again, 33-19 is your final score. Looking forward for Westside Athletics, they have the Cokeville tournament for volleyball coming up tomorrow. Had 3 matches today. Don't know how 2 of them went. I do know they lost the first match to Evanston 3-0. We'll be there tomorrow, and we'll find out what time they play and obviously be live for that. So make sure you stick around and are looking on mylocalradio.com or right here on KACH. And if you're on KACH and wondering, what about Preston? Well, first of all, I want to give you an update for their score. They are unfortunately fell tonight to Blackfoot, 34-28. Dan Hubbard with the call over on that side. You'll hear that following this game. So in just a little bit, we'll probably transition over to that broadcast. So if you're looking for that, just hold on a little bit longer. They'll also be at the Cokeville tournament tomorrow, and both those teams will be on the radio on KACH. Don't know which one will take priority, when, what, where. We'll find all those things out as quick as possible, hopefully tonight, if not tomorrow morning, so make sure you watch out for that. Going forward for Westside Athletics, they have the Cokeville tournament tomorrow, and then after that, a little bit of a break here to start the first part of the season. Football is back in action next Friday, back at home against South Fremont. We'll be live again right here on KACH and my local radio at 6:15 Mountain Time, again against South Fremont, back at home at Westside. You can also come out, watch that game. Always enjoy y'all coming out and watching there, as that will be their next game. They'll then face Marsh Valley the next Friday at Westside before they'll have their bye week before starting into their district play, or rather conference play. In terms of looking at the volleyball schedule, they are at Cokeville, obviously, tomorrow. But then after that, they play Aberdeen next Thursday. And I'm looking to confirm, but I believe that one is going to be at home. I'll confirm that real quick before we get off here. But they will have that game on Thursday against Aberdeen. We'll have that game right here on my local radio. I believe that's a 7 o'clock first serve. So we'll be live probably around 6:30 from Westside. Again, I encourage you to come out, watch that game, and hang out with us. And you can sit next to me if you want. I'll still call the game so you can hear that and listen to this. So do confirm Aberdeen on Thursday at home next week, September 5th. So if you're not able to go, obviously I appreciate you joining us here right on KACH or mylocalradio.com. And then they'll have the game Friday for football against South Fremont. And then Saturday they'll be at the West Jefferson Invitational. We plan on attending and calling the games there as well. So that is what is coming up for Westside Athletics. I know there's some of you who are looking forward to Preston. We'll look at them real quick before we sign off here from Firth. So I want to pull that up real quick just to have that on file. So they will play Blackfoot on Tuesday at Preston. So if you're looking for your next Preston broadcast for sure, Tuesday, September 3rd at 7 p.m., Dan Hubbard will have the call. You can join him there. He'll probably be live at around 6:30 p.m. That one again from Preston. They'll then have they'll have a little bit of a time off as they won't play till the next following Thursday, that one away against Filler there. So that's their volleyball schedule. Football, I believe they're in action on the road next week in Wyoming, as they will be taking on Star Valley next week at 7 o'clock in Wyoming. So, or excuse me, not in Wyoming, it says it's at Preston actually. So potentially back at home next Friday on September 6th. So that is your look at the calendar coming up for both Westside Athletics and Preston Athletics, all right here on KACH and my local radio. But for this game, that about does it. Once again, final score 33-19, Westside victorious over the Firth Cougars in Westside's first game, trying to go back-to-back, and they end it really solidly, scoring 26 unanswered points after they were only up 19-6. So a good job from the Pirates to really show some fight. So excited to see them next week against South Fremont, get an extra week of practice. We'll talk to head coach Tyson Moser about this game and the game coming forward. We'll have that interview next Friday, so make sure you watch for that. But that does it from here. Signing out from Firth, Idaho for the final time, 33-19. Westside victorious over Firth. Jace Andrews signing out. We'll see you next Friday.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When buying a vehicle, you want the process to be straightforward and the financing simple. At West Motor and West Motor Ford, that's exactly the way that you'll be treated. They also understand that accidents can happen and maintenance will be needed. When you find yourself in need of body and paint work, windshield repair, work under the hood, or under the vehicle, West Motor would love to help you out and earn your trust. Turn to West Motor and West Motor Ford in Preston and Hyde Park.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
The proceedings have been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used without written consent from Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this production of Westside Pirate Athletics on MyLocalRadio.com. Until next time, go Pirates!